Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Tonight, if you don't know, we go live every day, 9 o'clock UK time. And what we do, we talk about Thailand, Philippines, Asia. We have a great conversation about everything what goes down in the Thailand community. We also have a 5 point bulletin tonight. The 5 point bulletin, we're going to be talking about watches. We're going to be talking about my B. George watch and invested in my B. George watch. We also have a poll, and the poll section is how much would you pay for that watch? It seems like the poll section. So we're getting mix some more things going on, but it seems like 40% is a £40 is coming up at a good price. You know what I mean? And in the bottom right hand corner we have a super chat button. Spread love on the super chat tonight. We got Jim Beam, we got Hennessy, we got champagne. We're looking good, smelling good, and being the best version of ourselves. Crows in the building. What is going on? We are live. We are out here in the building. You know what I mean? Dropping it up and mixing up and pumping it through. You know how the game is. You know what I mean? I see you there, Crow. Coming true. You know what I mean? We out here. Yeah, man. We've been pushing through, man. So we've been, I've been just pushing through, man, and just doing what I gotta do, and still building. We're still rebuilding. We're still refocusing our game plan. And the watch business is still it's still on the cards. It's still something which we're still gonna do. We're still gonna push through with the watch business. I see you there, Larry the realist. You're in the building. The watch game, the watch. I got visions for the watch, and I wanted to do it when I was 50, and I really wanted to go to China and really do the watch, do the B George watch. I wanted to go to China and make it. Like I said, if you go to places like Switzerland, Japan, different places like that, it's going to be much more expensive. China is the place to go to, and if you got the right connections, you just finding the right connections in China to make the watch and make the brand of watch, and then open up the pipeline where you can ship shipments from China to the UK, and make once you open up the pipeline and you've been there, you're there, and you've opened up the pipeline, then you're that's only the beginning of your problems. The beginning of your problems when it comes to the watch game. The easy part of the watch game is making a watch. That's what I should say. It's easy. It's easy to make the watch and make a brand. To be honest with you, especially in this day and age, it's not that difficult. It runs like ABC. The hardest part is marketing it. If you don't know marketing it, or selling it. Selling it, how to sell it, how you're gonna sell it, put it in layman terms, and because there's many people that go to China and make watches, but they come back and they can't sell one watch, they just stick it on eBay. They don't know how to, promote themselves. They don't know how to promote the watch. They don't know what to do. And the watches are kind of a 20-year-old game. If you had 20 years ago, 30 years ago, if you was doing watches, it would have been more effective. It would have been more, if you had your own brand of watch, it would have been much more effective. This day and age, you gotta. It's more like this day and age is different because the smartphones came into play, and when the smartphones came into play, then the wristwatch came. It was totally different. The wristwatch became secondary because people didn't know how to use their phone. People didn't know how to use their phone. I mean, they know how to tell the time. They didn't know how to tell the time. They were like, how am I going to tell the time? They'd have to buy a wristwatch to tell the time, and wristwatches were very famous. Old boys, they really do like watches still. The younger guys, they use it on their phone. You know what I mean? They use it on their phone, and they use it on their phone, and they they use that. They start to tell the time on my phone because most phones have got times on it. You see how they said that the smartphone is going to revolutionize the world. The smartphone is going to change the world, and if you lived before the smartphone, then you were living in some different times. Where I grew up in analog times. I grew up with no phones. I grew up with no phones. A lot of us did. We didn't have phones when we were younger. I never had mobile phones. You had to run back home to get your telephone calls. I remember when I was younger, growing up with my friends, and we had to run back home. Giving out all these numbers to these girls, and then you run back home to get your phone calls. You know what I mean? I remember my mom saying to me about, I had 10 phone calls today, I had 5 phone calls today, all these different girls phoning up. You know what I mean? I was always a jealous from day one. So yeah, so but that was what we grew up with. But these days it's like, so the phone kind of took a revolutionary change when the smartphones came out. As we know, smartphones changed a lot of game when it comes to a lot of things with girls, single man side of the game, with a lot of things going on with dating, everything. The smartphones changed everything. You know what I mean? And it has changed. It's changed the watch game. So marketing a watch and selling a watch these days is very difficult. It's very difficult. You have to come up with ingenious ideas. Remember the pager system? Yeah, yeah, SMS. Yeah, I remember the pager. I remember the little black pages. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had one of them too. I had CB radio back in the day. CB radio way back in the day. I remember I met one of my first girlfriend I ever met was on CB radio. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was. I remember way back then. Okay. I remember way back then. Okay. Yeah. So like I said, it's like it's yeah, that's just way back then. It's like the watch game has it transformed from the CB radio way back then to pagers to to big phones. I remember one of the big phones my friend had. Keep your eye on the watch. Scammers on the YouTube, boss. Okay, keep your eyes out for the watch. Keep your eyes out for the watch scammers on YouTube, boss. Okay, watch scammers. I mean, the thing about the watch game is like when you call crow, people copy success. Just like way people copy my YouTube channel. People are gonna copy the watch once it gets successful. Bendros, I see you there. Good to see you there. Good to see you there, Bendros. Hi, was Rich Watch is still status symbol like a Merc. Smartphones are slightly different. Not there yet, unless it's a diamond phone. No, the thing is, it's like if you've got a expensive watch, yes. If you've got you got a watch which is thousands, yes. But not a every common day watch is not really status symbol. A 50, 60 pound watch is just a watch. So what you got to do, you got to revolutionize how you're going to market that watch. You got to revolutionize how you're going to sell that watch because this day and age, you have to come up with some ingenious ideas how to sell it. You know what I mean, it's a tough road. How to sell that watch and how to make that watch work. Work for you. This is the $1 million question, and it's you have to because you have to really think now. And another thing about it is like there's so many watches out there. There's so many brands of watches. Not even me and you could keep up. I mean, if you go down the market, you'll see different cheap brands of watches. You know what I mean? I mean, people from China just pumping out different brands and different names of watches. It's ridiculous. I mean, especially when it comes to the cheaper market name of the watches. You know what I mean? So how do you be a cut above the rest? How do you make a watch which is going to be completely people want to buy and people want to have? You know what I mean? That makes you that's where money comes in. That's where money comes in. That's where you have to spend. The more money you spend, and the more you stand out, and the way you market it is, it has to be really, really ingenious in order for it to make it work. You know what I mean? It has to really work. You'll definitely make sure it works. Like I said, China is the place. Guangzhou is the place to make watches, and that is the place where you can make the watches, and you can make your own brand. Anybody can make their own brand. Anybody can make their own brand, and anybody can make their own watch. Smartwatch did a great marketing job for the 30 years ago. Yeah, smartwatches. Well, I don't know about 30 years ago, bro. My smartwatches became about what, 20 yeah, about 20 years ago. Rebranded the game 20. Well, I don't know if smartwatches been out that long. I don't think they've been out 30 years. Have they been out 30 years? I don't know how long this smartwatch has been out, but I think it's been out. I think it's been less than that, man. It's got to be less than that. Or revolutionized. It revolutionized the game. The smartwatch. It did. It revolutionized the game. But not everybody likes the smartwatch. That's the thing about it. Is a lot of people haven't got a smartwatch, and they're just selling the Google Watch now. It revolutionized the game in some way. Something like that. I mean, it's things like that. So you got to come up with something. You got to come up with something which is yeah. Like I said, you got to come up with something which was going to sell, and your marketing plan's got to be off the chain. This is where the money comes in. This is where your money. This is where you spend the money is because you got to be able to market it in a certain way. It's just, as I said, just you having the watch. Me getting a watch is I tell you what, mate. If I really went to China and I I could make that watch in there, I could make probably you could probably make the watch for bloody 250 quid. Get a brand of bloody I don't know how much, but you know what I mean. That's not the way to make it work. You got to make that shit work. You know what I mean? Bootleg, I see you there. Good to see you there, bro. Coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Copy and paste in the building. Good to see you there. Copy and paste. Copy and paste in the building. Casio has longevity, reliability, new places usually fell after. Yeah, Casio's has a name brand for itself. It's quite a name. It's a name brand on the streets, and like I said, name brand watches on the road is it's name brand watches on the road, isn't it? Watch is all about a masterpiece, a movement. It's all about a movement. It depends, a movement. Okay. Maybe Dragon's Den. I don't think the reason why I don't want to go to Dragon's Den. I don't think that I could do it myself. You know what I mean? And Dragon's Den, yeah, I mean, I'm not about to start going on telly and start putting that. I don't know. I'm not really about that, man. I don't know. I'd rather just do it myself. You know what I mean? I'd rather do it myself, and I could do it myself rather than do it like that. The watch business never gets old. It always is always a hot hat. Yeah, I mean, it's in some sense, it's just that it's true. It's true. It never gets old. Yeah, the movement is. It depends on what kind of movement it is. It depends on what kind of styles. So you got to come up with something. We got to come up with something when it comes to the B George watch. Making it is easy, but we're going to come up with something. It's got a combination of the name, what it stands for, what it does, and I've got a few ideas. I've got a few ideas. I'm not going to put them all out there. But I've got a few ideas of how to market the watch and how to make it, make it work. Like I said, so the bigger the budget I had, is the more money I could the way easier it is to market and make it happen. You know what I mean? Getting down to China, making a watch, making a couple of not because when I get to China, I won't just be making one watch. I'd want at least three. I'm gonna start with at least three. One, at least three, and a ladies' watch in there as well. So there's got to be a ladies' watch, so that you've got a brand of watches. It's not just one watch. It's got to be like a brand, and you got this kind of style. You got this style because older people wear certain watches, younger people wear certain watches, and you got to have different. And then you got to have ladies' watches as well, So you got to if you're gonna go down there, you got to try to build a brand, a whole brand, not just one watch, and that's where expenses can come in. But expenses will come in depends how good the watch you want, the watch to be, and the expenses will come in, you know. The shipment from China, that's cool. That's not going to be that much. It's just basically when you get it back to the UK, what do you do with it? That's when your expenses come in. So, like, for example, if someone gave me 40 grand to market this watch, £40,000 to market this watch, and you could look, I'm going to give you 40,000 up front to market this watch. You could do what I went to spend all the money on marketing it. Now I wouldn't spend all the money on trying making a brand, making a brand. You know what I mean? Would be just one thing. It's just now it's all about putting the money in marketing and coming up with an ingenious marketing plan, which what can work. You know what I mean? And that is where the money, most of the money would be piled up in. You know what I mean? Um, Boss, what did the USP for this watch? Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Coxie says, what? Okay. What is the USP for this watch? I don't know what USP stands for, bro. Like, tell me what's you, whatever you mate. What's the USP stand for? Tell me what that stands for. Okay. Right. Do you have money to go to the casino to China? Like I said. We George watch should be made in Italy. No. If you see, the thing is, you can make the watch anyway. The more when you start going places like Japan, when you start going places like Switzerland, when you go places like Italy, your revenue for by making that watch goes through the roof. That's when you're running before you can walk, and that ain't gonna happen. You know how expensive it is out there. B Joe's watch. We only have one hand, 1 hour for a man who doesn't really need to go anywhere. Okay, there you go. Okay, all right, right. Unique selling point. Right. Okay. Unique selling point. So what is the you? There you go. There you go. Right. So you asked the question. Let's see where we're at. Sorry. Okay. What is the unique selling point for this watch? Right. Now I'm not going to tell you that because if I tell you the unique selling point, I'm giving you away my multi-million dollar uh, ingenious marketing plan. Because you're unique. You've got to ask this question once I got the watch. And once I got the watch in my hand and it's for sale. This is when you ask this question. Because like I said, you got to be very careful of what you say in a stage when you are thinking about making a brand and making something for yourself. You got to be very careful because people will take exactly your idea and do it and remix it to the way they want to do it because you've already given away the idea how to do it. So there's one thing me coming on this YouTube channel and telling you, talking about the watch, but there's another thing, somebody, because someone's watching right now, someone's listening. So, and if I give you the blueprint, well, I give you the blueprint already. I don't give away the blueprint. There you go. Yeah, so unique selling point. You know what I'm saying? I don't give you away the blueprint. That's something I want to do. Okay. 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 Boss, did you see Greg Twitchy last night? He was roasting me, everyone, and disrespecting Thai women. I did not see. I did not see him. I don't watch him. I'm not subscribed to him, so I didn't watch him, mate. Sorry. Okay. If you have any questions, put it in the chat. Let's chop it up. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, like I said, I know you're thinking to yourself. Obviously there's going to be as I said, obviously there has to be a unique selling point. There has to be. That's just without a doubt. I wouldn't go into business without it. For example, I'll give you an example. My unique selling point on my YouTube channel, and I will say it to you, is this Jim Beam. Someone drop a Jim Beam, drop a fiver in, 2 shots for one. That's my unique selling point. You understand? So, I'm trying to sell. I'm selling something right now that is unique because not many people have Jim Beam and trying to shoot shots. What's in the game? You know what I mean? Another thing is smelling good, looking good, and being the best version of herself. And having aftershave, having some, having a that is a selling point. I'm selling positivity and working in looking your best and smelling your best. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? My other part of my unique selling point is, you know what I'm saying, having answering questions. Because sometimes my unique selling point on YouTube, this YouTube stream, someone could say, I could say, super chat me a question. That's a unique selling point. So obviously, I do understand exactly what you're trying to say about your unique selling point. What I'm trying to say to you is that we're not at that state. I wouldn't. No one in his right mind, no one in their right mind would make a multi-million dollar watch, a multi-million dollar idea, and give it to you in their blueprint just like that. That doesn't work like that, my love. You what you I mean, my friend. What it works was like this. You give away too much. If I give away, like I said to you before, if I gave away everything I gave away tonight, you'd be surprised how tomorrow you would have someone, or when I do make the watch, they'll be like, I remember what he said. This is what he'll do. I mean, so you gotta be careful what you say. But you can ask any question. But it's a good question. There you go. There you go. There you go. If you have any questions about the watch, put it in the chat. You know what I mean? There you go. Okay. There you go. Yeah, you have to just. Okay. That's right. There you go. Yeah, that is you. That is quite unique. To be honest, I am quite unique when it comes to my YouTube game. You know what I'm saying? There you go. You know what I mean? There you go. Yeah. So, if you have any questions, well, I took your watches tonight. It would be both. So basically, that's the reason why I want to make more than one watch, because you can make a automatic watch, and then you can make a quartz watch at the same time, and then you can make a ladies' watches at the same time. So you can mix up the two, mix up the three of them. It doesn't have to be one way. Automatic watch is going to cost you more money. It's going to cost you more money. That's just the way it is. It's like, us drinking Jim Beam and us drinking Hennessy costs more money. And when it comes to automatic watches are more expensive to make, more expensive movement, and it's going to cost more money. It doesn't mean it's going to sell more, because some people just don't like automatic, or some people just want an analog watch, you know what I mean, or a quartz watch. So it just means that it's just going to cost more. You know what I mean? So it'll be both. You have to do both. You have to do both. Okay. Someone says I love being a member. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay. What about watch what sells? What about watch what holds a little bit of aftershave? I mean, these little gimmicks like this. What about watch what serves a little bit of aftershave? Yeah, I mean, if you really wanted to go, gimmicky like that, them kind of things can work. It can work. It can work. It can be unique and different. You market it in the right way. You know what I mean? Gentleman's watch, and then you bloody spray something and it sprays your aftershave. Boom, boom. I've seen lighter watch before. Watch with a lighter in it. You press it and there's a lighter and it comes up. That is it's kind of gimmicky. It's kind of it could work. It could work. It's not something that I wouldn't rule out. Where you can have one watch. It's not like all your watches are like that, but you'll have one watch, which is like a gimmick kind of watch. You know what I mean? A bloody pee bag comes out or some shit, or an aftershave comes out, or a pee bag pops out or some shit. So that's not something I wouldn't rule out. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay. There you go. I fully understand, and I've just given you my unique selling point when it comes to my YouTube channel. That's the reason why I told you that. You understand? Listen, let me tell you something, guys. If you don't know something in this YouTube street, ask the question. I don't know everything. And if you catch me off guard sometimes, you're going to catch me off guard. I'm not some genius who knows everything. This is why you can ask any questions in this chat and we can chop it up. So if you do come up with UTS, sometimes I don't know. I'm lost. But if you come up with, then when you came up with the right saying, like unique selling point, then I knew exactly what you were saying. You know what I mean? So I don't think I know everything. I'm going to ask you, if you're going to come up with a code different words, you know what I mean? Don't be afraid to put it in the chat. Okay. Sean the Prawn coming true at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Well, hi, boss. Have you ever thought about P-bag wristwatch? Yeah, like I was saying, about these unique kind of things. You could have one unique kind of watch. I don't know about P bag watch, but you know what I'm saying. These unique kind of things, bro. You could come off with, which like I said, unique things like that does work, but it just depends on how you market it. It depends on where you're gonna market it to. So you could have one unique thing. I don't know, a watch with a lighter, a watch with a big beam light on it. You know what I mean? A watch with something with some alcohol in it. You could drink alcohol from it. A watch with aftershave on it. All these unique kind of one unique kind of watch. It's not something which would be ruled out with a B George watch. But like I said, a B George watch would be. It won't be just one watch. It'll be a brand. So you have different kind of watches along the way. Mm-hmm. Okay, how's warranty side again? You could do a 5 year warranty with it. You could do a 5 year warranty with it. That can work. Most warranties like that. So you could do a 5 year warranty with it. Okay, you go. Okay, right, T-Ho, you know what I mean? Yeah, I timed you out because you're negative and you're trying to be funny. Yeah, every time you're too negative. Don't be too negative and don't be trying to be too sarcastic. You know what I mean? You have to come over here. You're trying to be sarcastic, trying to think you know it all. You don't know it all. I could tell you. I could put down a code word right now. You wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I could give you a street code word that you don't know. So you don't know everything, which we're learning from each other. So when you're trying to be too clever, you know what I mean? Take a consultation fee, Mr. Barry. You know what I'm saying? So you got a time out for foolishness because you're trying to be too clever. You know what I mean? There you go. Like I said. Right. There you go. Like this. Okay. So you want to be clever. Tell me what that stands for. Tell me what this stands for because I know what it stands for already. I know what this stands for already. Tell me what this stands for in consultation fee so you know. You know everything. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Right. There you go. You should put down a word. There you go. So there you go. So you know everything. Because you come into a room full of 50 people and this guy looks like he knows everything. You know what I'm saying? Right, he's just giving it away. The people are giving it away. He wasn't the first one. They're just giving it away. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He's not the first one. You weren't the first one. You didn't know, did you? See? So keep your mouth shut, Barry's consultation fee, aka Jermaine. You know what I'm saying? Right. Anyway, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Right. Show the pro stay late. Rat rice price. It's called recommended retail price. That's what it is. Recommended retail price. Which recommended retail price doesn't. If you don't know, let's talk about recommended retail price. Recommended retail price doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. It's just basically it's like this. I'll give you an example. Sean the Prawn recommended that my Barry's watch is worth £1,000. Recommended by who? That's the question you gotta ask yourself. Oh, it's recommended by Sean the Prawn. Sean the Prawn says, for example, like in the community page, it says, how much would you pay for your B George watch? It says I could just put look. I made a poll and it would recommend that I sold it for £1,000. Like this, this poll. You just coming down a pole, getting excited and getting happy. The recommended price doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean jack shit. It's just recommended price. That doesn't really mean that. Okay, okay. Okay, there you go. Recommended Ross Club price. There you go. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really mean. It doesn't really mean. It doesn't really mean that it doesn't really mean recommended by the retailer. What retailer? From recommended from me. Recommended from the retailer. Recommended by me. How does that make any sense? Well, I'm not going to recommend £1,000. I'm going to recommend £2,000. How about I recommend that then? I'm recommended 2,000. So let's put that RIP. Recommended £2,000 for my watch. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? From the retailer, that's me. You know, £2,000. £2,000. I say, you know what I'm saying? So let's do it. Yeah, Barry George watches recommended £2,000. So, recommended doesn't mean anything. It just doesn't mean nothing. Sean Braun recommends £2,000 for my watch. B. George watch. So let's make the watch up and everything else. And when I make my watches and everything else and I price it up at, I don't know what I'm pricing it up, yeah, $60. But I'm going to put on it RIP, recommended by Sean Braun, by Prawn. retail recommended by Prawn. £2,000. There you go. So yeah, the reality of it is that I'm trying to be funny, but recommended retail price don't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that. Okay. Right, let's keep going. If you have any questions, put it in the chat. Let's keep going, guys. I don't want to miss any of lot's question. I'd pay $500 for $700 for a nice piece. Oh, that's good. Okay, there you go. Would range between £200 to £500. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Okay, dealers to buy lower retail price. It protects the distributor or the seller. RIP is set on the retail price, allows the dealers to buy at a lower price at retailer. It protects the distributor or the seller. It doesn't protect anything. That's what I'm saying. Protects the distributor and the seller. It just doesn't mean it because Sean Braun has just recommended that, and it's not protecting anything. So basically, recommended retail price. But we can move on from it. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, there you go. B. George watch RIP. Why do you say that? Why do you say RIP? Okay. Right. Okay. There you go. Well, you didn't get it. 101 people told you before that. So don't try and make out like you knew. You didn't know. You know what I mean? You didn't know. So, you ought to be the cleverest one in the room, but you didn't know that. So there you go. Boss, what is the SMSOTG manga watch digital book flights withdraw cash from the ATM? Well, you guys are coming up with some elaborate ideas. And we have got a 5-point bulletin tonight, 60 in the chat. Let's get into the 5-point bulletin. How much investment would you require? There you go. Let's get into the 5-point bulletin tonight, since you guys are so interested in this watch. And like I said, guys, listen, if you don't be ashamed to put something in the chat and think that you're the most. Everybody's going to learn from each other on this YouTube streets. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know everything. And if you put down code words, I don't know. I'm going to ask you. I'm going to say, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Because I'm like I said, I'm a student of life and I'm constantly learning. So if you want to learn something come in the chat and learn something, and then we can learn from each other. You know what I mean? Okay. You know what I mean? Okay, take a timeout. Again, you get another timeout consultation fee. You'll be on the ban list. Because, you seem to be, what I mean? You're one more strike, mate, you're out. You know what I'm saying? One more strike, you're out. There you go. People joke for now, telling them finding a watch for sale. People are wearing a watch around Southeast Asia. Well, you never know. We'll see how it goes, okay? Right. Well, let's go to 5 point. Let's go to the 5-point bulletin tonight. The club fillers in. At the bottom right, we have a super chat button. Spread love on the super chat side of the game. Let's get into the 5-point bulletin tonight. Tonight we're talking about the B. George watch and why you should invest in this B. George watch and how you would make money back. You would make your money back if you're an investor. So if you are out there and you got some money, you know what I mean? You got some money you want to invest in a legit way, you're always legitly, you know what I mean? You got some money sitting off under your bed. You got a 20, 40, 50 grand or whatever it is sitting off. You know what I mean? Let's invest it in a B. George watch. Let's get it going on. Let's get into it like this at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel tonight.
Yeah.
like for example, if somebody put up 20 grand up front, they stand to make 40 grand profit within within 3 years. They grant to 3 to 5 years. They grant to make a profit back. The money will come back as much as if there's a lot of money up front. If there's money up front and there's good money up front, there can be the money can come back very easy. It's how you market it and how we do it. There is ways around it, and they stand to make a lot of money. There is a lot of money in this watch business to make. And like I said, in the beginning stages, a lot of people might not want to believe it. They might not want to. They might not understand it. But there is a lot of money and to be made. You know what I mean? And yeah, people will always call it a scam. Yeah, people will always call it a scam. But, everything's a scam. My YouTube channel's a scam. Everything's a scam. You know what I mean? Let's just get this time at this guy. Everything's a scam. It's always a scam. You know what I'm saying? It's always a scam. It's always a scam. There you go. 2 shots. They even say my 2 shots for. They say my 2 shots of Jim Beam for £5 a scam. You know what I'm saying? They say it's a scam. Everything's a scam. You know what I'm saying? You can't make it up. But there you go. Big up Crow coming through. Jimmy's back, boss. This is our camp, without a doubt. This is our camp. It's always a scam. It's always a scam. If I said, you know what? If I said, right, back in the day when I first started this channel, right, before I was monetized, you know what, guys? When I get to monetization, if we can just get monetized, guys, if we can just get monetized, when I get monetized, guys, I'm gonna get this bottle of Jim Beam, and I'm gonna buy it for I bought this for 20 quid. About 25 quid. Say I bought this for 20 quid. You know what I mean? I'm going to buy this for 25 quid. It's 25 quid now. And I'm going to make bloody £158 off it. One bottle. You'll be like, it's a scam. It's a scam. He ain't going to be able to make £158 off this bottle of what Jim Beam. How is he going to make? How are you going to make? This guy, Barry, reckons that he's going to sell alcohol and make £158 off a bottle of drink. It's a scam. So it's a scam. But boy, we're doing it. So big up to Crow. Coming through at the Club Fillers YouTube channel. We got one in the hole. We just remembered. You know what I mean? We got one in the hole. There you go. You know what I mean? There's always something. Yeah, there you go. One in the hole. And we're doing it. We're making it happen. Big up Crow coming through at the Club Fillers, opening the till and bumping through. You know what I mean? There you go. There you go. Right. Right, let's go. Big up, girl. No, it's not a scam. It's business, love. We're doing business over here. So just hold on. It's not a scam. There's a difference between a scam and business. We're doing business over here. So someone who's serious about business and believes in your business ideas and believes in what you want to do, then, you realize it's a business. Nothing to do with no scamming. I don't scam. I don't need to scam. But listen, so we think it's a scam. Let's keep moving because then I can give you insight, knowledge on what's going on. Big up Crow for the warm-up side of the game. Right. Once you put up your money, your 20 grand or your 40 grand or whatever it is, you'll have passive income coming in every single month. Every single month, you'll have passive income coming in. How will you have that passive income? We're gonna go to number 3. If you don't know what, does anybody know what passive income is? Since so we're trying to be clever, but I'm sure most people do know what passive income is. Passive income is that once you put that money in some kind of business, it pays you dividends every single month. That's passive income. What's coming in every single month. You know what I mean? Generated profit. That's correct. Generated profit, which you'll be getting back every single month. You know what I mean? As the investor. You know what I mean? Okay. The offer is too good to be true. Well, yeah. Like I said, so is the bloody me selling shots. So is the me selling champagne. So is me sitting on a YouTube channel. So is, me getting monetized and telling the man making, if I told you, you know what? when we get monetized, there's guys that make £500-600 a day on YouTube. It's too good to be true, but people do make it. So sometimes it's just the way it is. But yeah, I get it. We're on YouTube. Yeah. There you go. It's like dividends from shares. That's exactly what it is. That's what we're talking about. So every month, you'll be getting that dividends from shares. You'll be getting a passive income coming in every single month. So you'll be making money. You'll be making money from it. But you got to believe. You got to believe it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people. You see, the thing is, right? Let me explain something to you. Right? You explain something. There'll be a lot when you have an idea. You have an idea. You have a vision. You have a vision. That's what the word I'm looking for. This is what I'm trying to say. Let me explain something to you guys. Listen. Let me break this one down to you philosophy wise. When you have your visions and you have your ideas mapped out for your life, and you know what your visions are, yeah, man, you know what? For example, you would say to yourself, you know what? If I could just get monetized on YouTube, I could turn this into an income every month, and I could generate, I don't know, whatever, call it 4 or 5 grand. In the beginning, when you first start your YouTube channel, people are like, "You're not going to make 4 or 5 grand, my man. It's not going to happen. You're just trying to scam. Yeah, trying to scam." So anyway, let's get away from the word scam. Let's be serious. Let's be serious. Right. But there's going to be some people. There's going to be some people when it should be your camp. This is our camp. The people what's on your camp. That's what I call it. This is our camp. The people what's on your camp, right? They should be 100% up behind your vision and ideas. They've got to be on the same vision. Now, let me explain something to you, and I'll break this down to you on a quick one. In life, you're going to meet people. You're going to have ideas. And this is why it's good to have ideas, visions. It's good to have, to be ambitious and think some wild things. Because in life, you're going to meet people, you're going to put your ideas to them. You're going to put your visions, your ideas. You're going to put your B. George watch. You're going to put your Club Fillers Inc. club. You're going to put your this. You're going to put your brand. You're going to put your thing. And there's going to be people who's going to miss your brand. They're going to be, oh, no, I don't know. No, I'm not putting my money into that. No, oh, no, you're going to have doubters. Oh, no, that's not going to work. Oh, no. Oh, no, this is just a scam. Oh, yeah, the nightclub thing. There's no way you're going to get the people to come in your nightclub. Oh, no. There's always going to be people who's going to miss you. And there's going to be a lot of people who's going to miss you. Jay-Z got turned down for 4 different record companies before he got signed. You know what I'm saying? Colonel Sanders, he got turned down thousands of times for his chicken and made his chicken when he was 65. Now, let me explain something to you. When you got this vision and this idea, and you meet that right person, and I met that right person in Thailand, and I'm still good friends with him today. But I'll explain to you, when you get that person who's with the same vision as you, this is when all the blessings are going to come to fruition, and everything's going to come, and things are going to fly like it ain't no tomorrow. You're going to be making 50s, hundreds. You're going to take hundreds, 50s. You're going to make, the most I've ever made on these YouTube streets is £1,500. You know what I mean? In one day. Your visions, all these monies all your blessings are going to come to fruition because you've met that person who believes in the same vision of what you are believing in, and that's when the blessings fly. Yeah, so let's get to that. Once you put the money in, your income will come back. Okay, if you have any questions, put it in the chat. Okay, I see you there asking, Pete. Okay, if you watch Dragon's Den, they laugh. So many ideas will go into making millions, 100%. 100%. Like I say, you don't have to. Yeah, I see you there, Bendros. You don't have to, but there you go. Some will listen, some will don't. We're going in, okay? There you go. Okay. Yeah, there will be definitely paperwork involved. 100%. We do it 100%. Without a doubt. Boss, have you ever thought about taking a show on the road and gigs and comedian festival circus? This is not the time for jokes. Short and prawn. Come on, let's keep it going. Right. Okay, let's keep it going now. The Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Let me go to number 3. This is an important one, guys. The number 3. Listen closely. We are 55 in the chat. Listen closely. Investor will make a percentage of every single watch was sold. You understand this one? This is a very important one. Listen to this one, guys. Every single watch which is sold, you as an investor will get a percentage. You understand how that is? You get a small percentage of every single watch which is sold. From the beginning of when we make the watch to the end of when the watch is, every single watch is which is sold, you will get a percentage. You understand? And that percentage, what that percentage will be, it could be, it could be 5%, it could be 2%, it could be 1%, whatever it is, the percentage it will be, you'll get a percentage of every single watch which is sold. Now, the reason why this is important is because, for example, what if we, how much we sell is how much you make. And it adds up at the end of the month and it goes in. So this is what I'm trying to say to you. You know what I mean? So, the better you market your watch, imagine if my watch, blew up and sold 1,000 watches a month, 500 watches. 2,000 watches a month. Every month you're getting a dividends. You're getting a dividends every month of that. How much watches which are sold? You understand what I'm saying? So you're getting every watch you sold is money in your pocket. You know what I mean? 1% back is a good deal. Some stand to become rich. They take back gambles. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there is people out there in the world which invest. There's people out there in the world which invest in stuff, and this is how investors become real rich. You look at people like when we go back to let's go back to the tech companies who what blew up along the way. People. This is what people they were like. They were upstarters, and they were looking for investors. And many people wouldn't invest in them because they were like, "Well, hold on a minute. Uber ain't making no money. WhatsApp ain't making no money. So how am I going to invest?" You know what I mean? All these companies which you see out there now, people are like, "How would I invest all this money and you ain't making no money?" So imagine how did they, but the point is what they met their man. Who remember I said you meeting your man? They met their man which believed in them and said, you know what, I'm going to invest in this startup, WhatsApp, and I'm going to invest in Uber, and I'm going to invest in, these companies, even like PayPal. I'm going to invest in them. And then what happened was now it blew up. The person used that money as fuel on the fire to blow their company up. And now their company is blown up and they didn't make money for like 3-4 years, but then now they made the profit of how much billions have they made a profit of? How much profit has Uber made? How much billions has Uber made? How much billions has WhatsApp made now? So it might have taken a little bit of time, but look how much billions they've made and how much money did that investor make him back? Now they've become, they've become off their small money, which no one didn't want to put in. So that's how rich people become richer because they're constantly looking for great startups which can generate so much more money for them and continuously giving them money along the way. You know what I mean? Sounds good to me. I have find a way how to sell 1 million watches. Yeah, yeah. See it, Bendros. You know, we only can work towards it. You know what I mean? Okay, there you go. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it does. It's not no salary. No, it does. It's not nothing to do with no pyramid scheme. Nothing to do. There's a difference between pyramid scheme and business. You got to understand. It's just business. Uber's not no pyramid scheme. Thinking, WhatsApp's not no pyramid scheme. It's called business, bro. No, it's called business, mate. It's just business. It's just how business works. You know what I mean? Pyramid scheme is a whole different thing. Okay. Boss, every watch could be a package in a P bag for shipping purposes. Okay. Here you go. Here you go. Okay. Okay. Yes, that. Let's see where we're at. Let's see where we're at. Okay. No, I'm not gonna stop. Boss, I can commission on every watch I help sell as well. Yeah. You see, you're a part of this company. You're a part of the brand. You've got stocks in the brand. So you're gonna everyone what sells wherever it comes from, you are there to make a profit. Okay, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. I hope you lot, Uber could actually be a pyramid scheme. Okay. Did you watch the thumbnail? Have you seen the thumbnail? Have you seen the thumbnail? Watch the thumbnail. Okay. RIP, 10 units watching a month, 50% margin. Month, yeah. Years return. Yeah, but you don't know how much it's gonna blow up. You don't know how much it's gonna blow up. You don't know how much it's gonna blow up. You might sell 10 watches in the beginning, but you don't know. Depends on how you market watch. It depends on how you market watch, how much you're gonna sell. Because if you think my vision is to put it on the plane, to put it to be for it to go as far as on the plane, a B George watch on the plane, and duty free. And if you blow up as a watch and you blow up big, 10 watches is not you. So 10 watches in record in 1 hour. If you blow up as watches all around the world. Okay. I can sell them all over London. Okay. Why would I show them? I'm showing you the plan here. I wouldn't give you. See, I wouldn't give you the million. See, I'm not that stupid to give you the $1 million recipe. I don't give you the recipe. No one gives you the recipe. McDonald's don't give you a recipe of the food. Kentucky Fried Chicken don't give you the recipe. They only give you the surface of what they do. The rest is up to you. Okay, let's keep it going at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Let's keep it going. I hope you lot are still with me. Keep it pumping. Okay, how far we take the product depends on how much investors, it depends on how much is invested up from. So basically, is how far you can take it. It depends on how much money is invested. So if there is 40 grand, if you put 40 grand on the table for me right now and tell me, Barry, take that 40 grand and invest the watch, give me a blueprint, give me a contract, give me everything else that I know that every watch is sold. I get a percentage of it. I get, I don't know, a percentage of every one was sold. You know what I mean? And, give me the blueprint of it. There's 40 grand. Let me see what you can do. Now I'm going to work. I'm going to work on my marketing plan. I'm going to work on my thing. I'm going to work. I'm trying to blow myself up as much as I can, blow myself up as much as I can, marketing wise. And now this is where the ingenious mark of your brain comes in. This is where you go to work. As I said to you, making the watch, going to China, making the watch, making the movement easy, making the brand easy, coming back, making it look fancy. Yeah, here's the B George, what make it look fancy. We got this one, we got this one, we got this one. That's the easy part. It's simple. Simple as A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, it is. You know what I mean? Because when you go to China, they're going to come and look for you when you get to Guangzhou. You want to make watches? You'll see people on the touts on the street asking you that. You have 101 people around trying to make you to do that, because that's what they're doing. They're selling brands and watches and things like that. So that's the easy part, and people will do that all the time. The hard part now is, how do you market that watch to make you a multi-millionaire? How do you make £1 million out of that watch? How do you make it? How do you market? What is it? As you said, what's your unique selling point? You know what I mean? What is it? That's the question. That's the question. That's the question. You know what I mean? I'm not interested in Albanian mafia, unfortunately. I only do business with business people. If it's not business, then I'm not interested. Unfortunately, I'm not interested. I'm only interested in business people. You know what I mean? Okay. That's number two. Okay, let's see. You could cut a deal with Michael O'Lyra, sell B George watches for every flight. Yeah, there you go. Right. Right, let's keep it going now at the Club Fillers Inc. Let's see if I can get to number one at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel tonight. You know what I'm saying? Right, okay, that seems to be all okay. Be social media marketing, 100%. In this day and age, that is a must. And that's what I say, Larry. It's a very good point. It's a must, 100% must. It's a massive market in the social media marketing to make, and I'll give you a clue, since you said it. My advert, video advert, will be off the chain. My video advert will be off the chain. Will be dynamic, because that would be a unique selling point when you have that social media, when you have that dynamic kind of uh, video. And it could be a bloody 20-second video, 30-second video. That will be dynamic, and social media is a huge way of selling products in this day and age. Hugely. And I mean, there you go. I don't make enough money to be VAT registered, my man. You have to be making a certain amount of money for that. Hopefully one day we'll get there. There you go. Okay, let's keep it going. Okay, watchmaker seems like a good sound for the CV, boss. Okay. Dime piece to sell a dime piece, without a doubt. Which supermodel will you have? You see what I'm saying? The marketing plan will be off the chain. Okay. So the way you market the product, you see, how you market that product and how you put it together, that's how successful you're going to be. How successful. I'll give you an example. This is just a little bit of an example. Everybody see me as a person. I am a brand. Now, me as a person is a brand. That's why I wear these T-shirts as a brand. Club Fillers Inc. Club Fillers Inc. I'm a brand myself. Your whole thing is a brand. You yourself is a brand. Now, the point is this. For example, say I got a ladies' watch, and it was really nice ladies' watch, and it was unique, and it was different, and it was trendy, and it was up to date for 2023. And I just give you a hypothetically speaking, I got Kylie Jenner to wear that watch and promote the watch. How far would that watch go, man? How far would the watch go if a person like Kylie Jenner was wearing that watch and promoting that watch? This is what I'm saying. These people, which are influential people, these kind of people, this is why they don't wear any kind of thing. They get sponsors by it. They get huge sponsors for wearing. It's like, for example, when you are broke, you want to buy all the expensive things to look rich, and when you're rich, all the rich companies give you things for free. They pay you to wear their stuff. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Rolex will give you a watch for free. They'll send you a few watches, one for your lady and one for yourself. Rolex themselves. You know what I mean? Why? They want you to wear that watch. It's a brand. It's something that you got and everybody else wants. It's a marketing tool. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to say. So your marketing skills have to be off the chain. Okay. Okay. There you go. I did say hypothetically speaking. Let's keep it going. Okay. 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 See, all right. I see, all right now. Promote. Okay. Promote, sell, TikTok may make thousands of sales things. 100%. 100%. You're living in a new day and age right now. The day and age we're living in is within of the social media. Same thing that, what's his name said, Larry the Realist. You extremely have to market yourself on social media now to make money, because this is where everybody is at. It's where the crowd's at. All right, let's go to number one at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. B. George Watch could make me $1 million. Yeah. Okay, press 1 in the chat if you believe that. If you believe that B. George Watch could make me $1 millionaire, press 1. If you believe that I'm delusional and I'm not going to make $1 million, I couldn't make $1 million out of B. George Watch, press 2. So if you think I'm delusional, you think we're going to get a lot of. If you believe I'm delusional and I'm not going to make millions out of this watch, I could not make millions out of this watch, press 2. If you think I could make and be a millionaire, press 1 in the chat. You know what I mean? Here we go with the twos. Here we go with the twos. Here we go. Here we go with the twos. Here we go with the twos. Let's have a killer. Here we go with the twos. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's balancing. It's balancing. It's balancing. It's balancing. It's balancing. It's balancing. Thingy says one. Copy and paste says one. Devout says one. Coco Rose says one. SMSOTG says one. Bundress says one. He says two. He says two. He says two. Kai says one. You know what I mean? Okay. He says two. He says two. You know what I'm saying? One, 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 one. Not bad. It's not bad balance. Tax says two. Okay. Sean the Prawn says one. Okay. Not a bad balance. Not a bad balance. Not a bad balance. Crow says one. You know what I mean? Crow says one. So guys, that's quite a good number for ones. The truth of the matter is, and the one big up to the guys who said ones. The reality of the situation is this, guys. Listen, vision, ideas, and things that you put together in your brain, you put it together. You never know how this world is going to crack. You never know how it could be just that one thing, and then all of a sudden, bang. But you have to go through the beginning stage where people are doubting you, you get loads of twos, and people are saying, man, this guy, he's just delusional. He ain't going to make no money off this watch. He's just delusional. He doesn't, he doesn't know what unique selling point is. And all the doubters, you have to go through that in life. You have to go through that. I'll tell you, when I was making Club Fillers Inc., right? And I first started the Club Fillers Inc., I had pushback myself. I had this guy who was my friend from America, and I got this guy this job from Tony. Tony's job. I got him a job in Tony's when he was on the street, and I saw him on Beach Road, and he was an American guy, rapper. And I said to him, "Bro, what are you doing on the street, man?" I said, "Oh man, I ain't got no job and things." I said, "You don't go back to America." I don't know what he was doing. I got him a job with Tony, making 2,000-3,000 baht a day, rapping on the mic. You know what I mean? And it was a good job. You know what I mean? And he was so happy. And then when I took him to when I was working at another club, I took him to another club, and I gave him another job there when Tony kicked him out for some reason. Sometimes Tony would just come into place and just sack the whole club. You're sacked. You're sacked. You're sacked. You're sacked. Get out. You know what I mean? Tony sacked everybody, and then I got him another job in my place. And when I got him another job now, I was just starting my Club Fillers Inc. YouTube, and I was putting t-shirts on this club. I was in this club, and I was putting t-shirts on everybody. All these people, I was trying to blow myself up on the low. You know what I mean? I was in this club. I was trying to blow myself up on the low. You know what I mean? And something just sparked in his brain. And this guy just stopped talking to me. All of a sudden, he just completely stopped talking to me. It's like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? And I actually was dating this lady in the club. I don't know whether he liked the lady as well. She was a manager, waiter manager in the club. I was dating her. I don't know if he liked her as well, but all of a sudden he just stopped talking to me. You know what I'm saying? And what I said, one of my friends, he was friends with one of my friends. So I asked my friend, I said, what happened with that guy, man? All of a sudden, this guy just stopped talking to me, and he said, he spoke to him, and he said, Barry's trying to blow himself up with Club Fillers Inc. He's trying to become a brand with Club Fillers Inc. You know what I mean? And I was like, God damn. I was like, can you imagine that? I mean, so along the way, you're going to lose some friends. You're going to lose people. Not everybody's going to answer your vision. And jealousy and envy is always going to come in. This was on the beginning stages of Club Fillers Inc. So, like I said, when it comes to the B. George watch, there's going to be people what's going to, there's going to be people what's going to have doubters and people who's not going to believe in what you're going to do. You know what I mean? There you go. I think, yeah, so like I said, so it definitely could make me a millionaire. That's 100%. Big up to the guys who's pressed one. It definitely can. It just depends on how much how you start it, how you market it, what kind of brand you bring back from. What kind of people you got behind you. You got some good, you get some good people who will come up with 20, 40 grand in you and put some really great marketing plan together, which, you know what I mean? There is so much great ideas you can do. There's so much great ideas. And then, you pop and all of a sudden, it's not that hard to make £1 million these days in business. It's not that hard. You know what I mean? We're not talking about a billionaire. Being a millionaire is not that difficult these days. You know what I mean? So, definitely could make me a millionaire without a doubt. Jealousy side of the game. Yes, 100% jealousy. It was, you know what I mean? Jealousy, it was, yes, definitely. He was jealous. And you get that, I got that when I first started my YouTube channel. Got that when I first started my YouTube channel, Club Fillers Inc. I got that from them guys. I got that from a lot of guys, and I'm not mentioning no names. It was just pure jealousy. Look what happened with FBI guy. I got him 10 jobs. And look what I got in the end of it. You know what I mean? I got it from Damn Media, got it from these people when I first started my channel. Jealousy comes into it. So it's always when you first start your business, that's why people keep their mouth shut and they don't tell no one. You know what I mean? Because jealousy is going to come in. And it's the same with the brand of watch. If I make the brand of watch and I start marketing the watch, you're going to get pushback. You're going to get people trying to copy you. You're going to get people copying your brand, copying your name. You know what I mean? I already heard that someone bought a B. George name already. You know what I mean? So you imagine that's just the beginning stages. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's the 5 point bullet tonight. We're talking about all about watches tonight and everything else. And like I said, so like I said, these kind of things. Me personally, guys, I have so much ambition and have so much visions and ideas and great things for my life. This is the reason why but I am moving very slowly. I'm not moving very quickly. I'm not a rushy kind of quick kid or just want to rush into things. You got to take it very slowly, and you got to mold your visions and ideas and take them slowly and meet and rub shoulders with the right people. You got to have a great attitude as well. Some people will just not work with you if you got the wrong attitude. So you got to. When I met a lot of people in Thailand, and I was living in Thailand, and met so many people, and so many people blessed me with so much things, it's because my attitude. You know what I mean? People, you got to have a great attitude, towards life. Right. So let's get into let's get into talking about anything and everything what comes down the Club Fillers. Let's talk about watches. That's the 5 point bulletin tonight. The Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Just run for it real quickly again. If somebody puts up 20,000, they stand to make 40,000 plus. They could even make more money. You know what I mean? I'm sure the people who put investors in Uber and all them things didn't think they would make so much money. What's up and all these? I didn't think they would make that much money, but they did. You know what I mean? They made money. Once you put the money up, you have passive income coming in every single month. You know. You'll get a percentage of every watch which is sold, which is a very good thing for an investor, and how far we take the product. It depends on how much money you invested up front. It depends on your ideas. And number one, what B. George watch could make me a millionaire. Let's get into talking about everything and anything. If you have any questions, put it in the chat. Let's chop it up. Someone will make a B. George watch, 100%. 100%. You're not going to be able to run away from that. You can't run away from someone making a fake one of what you got when you blow up. It just doesn't. China alone, people will go to China and they're going to make the same watch. You can't run away from that, man. I mean, you got fake Rolexes. Look how big Rolex is. You got fake Gucci. Look how big Gucci is. You got fake Louis Vuitton. Look how big Louis Vuitton is. Who am I? Of course, they're gonna make a fake watch. Of course, as soon as you blow up, you make money. People follow where the money trail is, and they're gonna make money off the fake watch too. That's the thing about it. You see, like if you make $1 million, they might make 100 grand off the fake watch. That's just the way it is. It's just like a chicken shop. Before you used to have Kentucky Fried Chicken all the way. Now, in the last 20, 30, you see us UFC chicken, YFC chicken. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? People make a copy and make money too. Yeah, it just comes with the road. You know what I mean? Look at the thumbnail, bro. Look at the thumbnail. Look at the thumbnail. Check the thumbnail. There you go. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Okay. I'm not into the clothing line. I'm not into the clothing line. I'm not into the clothing line because clothes is played out. Clothes is very slow. I've had a clothes shop before. I've had a designer clothes shop in Wood Green, and and it's very slow. It's very hard to sell. And watch the clothes game is extremely difficult. Your clothes line. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. Yeah, if you've got if you're a very name brand person, you can sell a lot of clothes. But if you're just trying to start a clothes line, that is very difficult, and you have to understand the market and understand how to do it. You have to know what you're doing. Like, that comes later on down the line when you're rich and famous. Clothesline always comes into play. I just do what's organic to me and what I can work and what I work with and what I know about. That's what I do. I just do what's organic to me, and I've been a wholesale watch person before, but I never had my own brand. I've been a wholesale watch person before, and I've made money from that. And the game has changed now. The game has changed a lot in the wholesale watch business because I was going to go back to the wholesale watch business, and I'm still thinking about it. But the game has changed, and I'm still looking for connections. I'm still looking for connection. I'm slowly but surely I'm getting my connections back for the wholesale watch business. It's coming back slowly but surely. So I mean, I might even go into that trade again. But what I want to do this time is do my own brand. What I mean? I want to do my own brand of watches. And, I think about when I was doing more of the wholesale watch business, eBay and a lot of all these companies was just starting up. And if you know about eBay and things like that, eBay back in the day was fantastic. eBay was like bloody gold dust back in the day. Now it's played out. It's played out from 2008 when it's been played out from 2008 when the when the crash came down, everybody needed to make some money on the side, much less the C19 when people wanted to put more things on it on eBay. Now eBay, you put things on eBay, you don't sell one thing at all. Before you could put things on eBay and make a bag of money. You could make all your money off eBay. You could be an eBay bloody you could be an eBay bloody sales and be a business out of it, have a whole business out of eBay alone. These days, it's very difficult to make. Drop shipping has been played out. Everything's been played out when it comes to eBay. So the marketing of the watches, like when I was doing wholesale watches, was different back 20 years ago than when it is these days. And trying to get back. I'm still trying to get back into it. It's tough. I want to do my own watch. I want to do my own watch if I can do it. It would be good. Do you think the president talk tonight convince someone to invest 40 grand? Like I said, look, man, look, the race is not for the swift. The race is not for the swift. It's not for just tonight. You know what I mean? Like I said, you got to keep pushing, man. But you got to have visions, ideas. And as I said, when you meet that one person and they believe in your visions and ideas, that's when your blessings will fly. You know what I mean? It might not happen tonight. You might watch him play for 40 bucks. I mean, shit like not 40 baht, but not 40 baht, not 40 baht, but you you're gonna get fake one, bro. You're gonna get fake one. Anything which is successful, places like China look out for successful things, and China copies everything. You know what I mean? If you make a pee bag, if I made a pee bag tomorrow, they would copy it in China. I mean, that's what China does. They look out for successful lines and they copy it, and they make their own version of it, and then they make money. I mean, you can't run away from that. You know what I mean? You can't run away from that. Yeah, I mean, even CC used to make money on cards. Now I don't even think you could do that these days. eBay Magic Cards, back in the day, eBay was phenomenal. And these days, and the thing about these days is like everything is saturated so much when it comes to watches and different things like that. It's very difficult. You got to have a unique. You have to really, really have to be unique to make money these days of what you're doing. You have to be really unique. And another thing about it, we're living through a bloody recession. We're coming into a recession. We're having an energy crisis. People are low on money. So, people are buying luxury goods like jewelries and things. That's a luxury good. Why are people going to buy that? People are just about paying the electric. Someone can't pay it. You know what I mean? So all these things you got to take into consideration. You know what I mean? You got to take it into consideration. I understand it's a new day we're living in, and it's a new dawn. But it doesn't mean that you don't have vision. Everybody in this chat and everybody should have visions and ideas of what they want to do, so that when you do meet that one person, you can fly with them. If you this, I mean that not everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Some people just want a 9 to 5 job and go to work, come home, and be happy with that. Some people just like that. But it's if you really want to be an entrepreneur, you should have at least two, three, four ideas sitting off to ready for that investor, that angel investor, or even do it yourself. You know what I mean? Even do it yourself. Even try and do it yourself. I would like to just do the watch business myself, because there's nothing better than when it is your own self. It's less pressure. You see, I don't have to give a percentage to no one when it's my own self. I don't have to, I don't have to worry about anything if it's my own self. I could just take my own self, and I could just take my own time and do it. You know what I mean? And whatever comes back, it comes back to me, and I could do it fully in my way. Sometimes when people are involved in what they're doing in your business, they start telling you what to do. They start getting involved, and and sometimes it can get a little bit messy because they feel that they put their money up front. And sometimes investors sometimes do push the boat out, further down the line. I'm saying, I remember when you started, and I was the first investor, and the more money what starts rolling in, the more problems you start having. So it's best to do it by yourself. I mean, it's best to do it, and every kind of business you do, you should be working towards being a boss and being a CEO and doing it by yourself. That's what everything you should try and do. Try not to have a partnership, because partnerships fall out all the time. And partnerships fall out. People go their own way. Things happen. You're not going to let yourself down, but people will let you down. So always work towards trying to do it yourself. More money, more problems. 100%, 100%. It comes with the territory. It comes with the territory. But you know what I mean. You have to. So you have to accommodate for that and understand that it's a journey. You know what I mean? And like I said, there is a lot of money out there, guys. There's still going to be a lot of money out there in this world. But you just got to know how to. You got to know. You got to have visions, ideas, plans, things. You got to be vision. You have to be ready. You know what I mean? You have to be ready, man. This world is for the taking. People are manufacturing in Vietnam instead of China now. You can do SMSOTG business trip combined. I went to Vietnam, and they told me that it's China. I brought all my stuff when I went to China. When I went to Vietnam, I bought my samples of watches, and I went around to these places, and they told me they get their stuff from China. So I don't understand how, and I couldn't find a manufacturer, but they told me that it was Vietnam, it was China. They told, well, the ones that was on the street, I didn't go to the manufacturers, but they told me it was China. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's China's usually the one. Vietnam I don't know about. And some of these factories, and when they manufacture it, sometimes you can't even go in there. You can't even get in there. You know what I mean? It's not like China. You can, even with China, when you go to China and you go to Guangzhou, that's not the manufacturers. That's just that's like the suppliers of the manufacturers. It's very difficult to get to the manufacturers. You'll have some touts. You got to be careful in China as well. Some people will scam you. People will tell you they're going to go to the manufacturer and get it cheap as possible. But most of the time and if you go on places like Alibaba, they're like 6, 5, 6, 7 people who's cutting out your money. That's why it can be expensive. When Alibaba first came out, it was cheap. Now it's not even cheap. I don't see it cheap. You know what I mean? It's hard, man. It's hard. It's tough. It's tough, man. I mean, times have changed, brother. A long time ago, since you was in Southeast Asia. No, rubbish, rubbish. I was in Vietnam 3 years ago. 3 years ago. 3 years ago. I was in Philippines 2019. You know what I mean? And I was in Vietnam 2000. Yeah, so it's not a long time ago, man. You know what I'm saying? 2, 3 years ago. Yeah. I didn't realize your time in Vietnam was business trip. Oh, I was always going to bring some watches with me. You know, bro. I was always because I heard that before. What that guy said is what I heard when I went out there. I heard that 3 years ago. I heard that 3 years ago. That guy said that that they're manufacturing it in China with watches, and I had some sample of watches. What I wanted to this time I was doing. I wasn't looking to make my own watch, my own B George watch. I was looking to get some wholesale watches, because I was trying to get some wholesale watches so I could sell. You know what I mean, myself and get into that market. And I had a few samples of watches that I wanted to make. You know what I mean. And I went to Vietnam and I said, I want to make this at a certain price because what it is like this, Sean, it's like this. If you're in the UK, you're going to get UK prices, of watches. The further you go, if you go China, you go these places which manufacture it, you can get them pennies on the dollar. You know what I mean? And that's how you make profit. That's how you make your profit because, you can get them watches for like 20p, 10p, 15p, 25p. You know what I'm saying? Even some of the watches you see in bloody, H.M. Samuels and that, where it's costing like 80, 90 pounds, £80. You can get them for 20p, 30p, 50p a pound, £2. And, you can sell them back and make some money. And the market was different back then. Now it's a lot more, stringent, a lot more tight. A lot more people are doing it around the world. But back then, I used to make a lot of money. I used to make a lot of money off wholesale watches. I used to make a lot of money. Yeah, and I was doing it like that. You know what I mean? And I want to get back into the game again. But the game's changed, man. The game's changed. Things change, man. You know what I mean? It's a whole new ball game we're living in. I tell you that, man. We're living in a whole new ball game. 3, 4 years ago. Yeah, I mean, 4 years ago. Come on. It was 2019. We're just coming into 2023. 3 years ago. I'm trying to be funny. Yeah, so, it's just, I went down there when I went to Vietnam. I brought my samples with me, man. Yeah. I could find the manufacturers. The manufacturers it wasn't there. It is basically all about China. It's all about Guangzhou. China's got the market for a lot of things, what you want to do. And we got to get out to China. You got to get to China. You got to market yourself in China, man. It don't make sense you waste your time. And another thing about China, you can bring back a certain amount of stock without declaring it. £350 worth of stuff. £350. I think the market is £350 you can import, and you don't have to declare. You don't have to pay taxes on it. You're legally allowed to bring £350 worth of stuff. So, £350 was good for me because if you're getting the watches at 20p or a pound or anything like that, or 50p, you can bring back hundreds of watches right there, hundreds of pounds right there to make. You know what I mean? So some people do still go to China and bring back watches and bring back things like that. But the watch game it's changed. It's changed, bro. I see you there. There you go. We're good to see some pictures of the Vietnam trip. Did you visit a girly bars? There's some of them on. There's some of them. There's lots of them. There's lots. Some of them are on. Some of them are on. When you see the two girls putting their hand up in the air, you see that's Vietnam. I see a few things. I can pay a deposit for the watch. When can I pay a deposit for the watch? We ain't made the watch yet. We ain't made the watch yet, man. We haven't got it. We haven't marketed it. We haven't. It's not just. I just don't want to listen. I'm not going to get a watch and just bring it here and just sell one or two on bloody eBay and sell one or two on YouTube. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it like that. I could do it like that tomorrow, my man. I could make my watch tomorrow, make it look all fancy, pull it in and sell 1 or 2 or 3 watches. I don't want to do that. I want to do it big. I want to do it big. I want to do it uniquely big. Yeah, there you go. Okay. All right, okay. Your watches be collectibles. One day you are a legend in China. Yeah, I mean, You see, I got so much ideas. Watch is just one of them, guys. Tomorrow I could do the idea of my nightclub scene. I could do the nightclub one tomorrow. We could talk about nightclub, how I would make money from nightclub. And about the nightclub game now, bro, in Southeast Asia, mate, now you need an investor. You know what I mean? You can talk about nightclub. How I'd make £1 million out of my nightclub scene. And now you need an investor, and I wouldn't do it in Thailand, in Pattaya. Do it somewhere unique like Vietnam. It's still open for it. You know, the game is getting things are much more expensive. Less people are traveling. The game, it's not. I don't think it's the right time for a nightclub right now. And that's when you really do need investors and people which are good. You know what I mean? You know. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to say. You gotta know how to. You got to know what you want to do. I got all these visions and ideas in my head which I want to do. One of them is the watch. One of them is the nightclub. You know, I've got a couple others as well. What I want to do, which I want to push towards, and that's what I'm saying. So it's very difficult for me to waste any time because my analog click clock is ticking or whatever it is. My clock is ticking. When you reach over 50, you're ticking, ticking. It's ticking. You ain't got that much years left on the game. So like when I was younger. So it's good to put my visions and ideas and not waste too much money when you're older. You got to invest and you got to work as hard as you can to try and build it up. You know what I mean? Ain't easy, bro. Ain't easy. But everybody in the world should have visions and ideas and have some inventions. Yeah, I got a pee bag as well. The pee bag. You know what I mean? P bag is three, so that's three things. That's three. Everybody should have, something that they want to make or what they want to do in their life. There's got to be something, especially if you're an entrepreneur. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Which more likely? Watch Brand Nightclub, Mercedes. Okay, that's funny. Right, he says, which is more likely, the watch brand, nightclub, Mercedes convertible, trip to the Philippines this year, lose 20 kilos? Are you doing all of them? Well, I don't know what's more likely, but I tell you one thing, mate. We got some things to do. We got something. You never know. You can't put your finger on it because you never know what's going to happen. Because when you're a work in progress, you don't know what's going to come up. As long as if you're sticking your neck out there and you're trying for every angle, you're trying with the watches, trying with the nightclub, you're trying with the Mercedes, you're trying with this, you're trying to lose weight, you're trying. As long as you're putting your neck out there, you never know, man. You never know. As long as you're getting active and you're doing things, you never know. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you're going to, you never know what's going to come up. You know what I mean? So, the P bag, yeah, the P bag. Yeah. Okay. Self pity, huh? Why would you say self pity, bro? Why do you say self pity, man? Who's pity? Who's pity? Who's self pity? Who's pity here? We're talking about legendary ideas, bro. What's going to make me millions of pounds? Who's pity about what? You know what I'm saying? Oh, because I said I'm 50. Yeah, well, you got to be realistic with yourself. You can't be unrealistic. You got to be realistic. Yeah, I'm 51 years old. You got to be realistic. You can't just say, "Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna do." It's not like I'm 30 or 20. Yeah, I'm gonna have all these great things, and I'm gonna do this by I'm 50. Bro, your time's ticking, bro. You're 50 years old. You might have 20 years left on this planet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So your time's ticking. So you gotta get your. It's not like you're 20. You gotta be realistic. You can't be unrealistic. Okay. What is the P bag? The P bag is an invention. Like every entrepreneur should have an invention. I don't know what the invention could be. Everybody should have an invention if you're an entrepreneur. And it's an invention. I want to invent a pee bag where truckers, truckers have big trucks and they want to go toilet sometime and there's nowhere to go toilet. I want them to have a pee bag so they can do pee in pee bag in the truck right there while they're driving. Hygienically as much as possible. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think it's been invented yet. It's not been invented. Pee bag. Yeah, that's an invention. Probably is out there, but yeah, there you go. Let's mark it on the pee bag. No. And then we could revolutionize the pee bag as well. You could revolutionize the pee bag. I don't know, make it into bloody, Revolutionize it. Come up with some ideas to revolutionize. Nothing ain't new, man. Nothing ain't new, but it's just how you market it. We could call your watches spinners. 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 That's quite funny. That's quite funny. Spinners. Dear. Yeah, so nothing ain't new. You got to be able to market it. It's how you market it. And there'll be new sunglasses coming out. Google's glasses, sunglasses have been around forever. Just how you revolutionize it. You got to know how to revolutionize it, man. You got to know how to revolutionize and the world is always changing. It's different than it was 30 years ago. It's different than it was 20 years ago. I could make a lot more money back in the day than I make now. I don't make nowhere near the money I make back in the day. And I want to get back into the game. I mean, the C19 slowed me down. But everything has changed, man. Everything. And it's so difficult. It seems more difficult to make money. Or maybe it's not. But I think it is because things have changed. It seems more difficult to make money these days than what it used to be. You used to be able to make money, quite easy. But I tell you what, it's changed. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I mean I won't deny that. I won't deny that, bro. I don't know if I'd be a billionaire, but I definitely would be a millionaire. I'll definitely be a millionaire. I don't know about a billionaire, but I'll definitely be a millionaire. Uh, you know, you know, if I knew what I knew back then, what I knew now, damn, I could have bought a couple of houses cash in London, and I would be a millionaire now, man. That's without a doubt. I see that. What's up, Pattaya coming through at the Club Fillers Inc. What is this? The IPO, boss? I don't know what these ideas are. What is IPO, bros? I don't know all these words, man. You guys are gonna tell me what these words are because I don't know what the words are. You're standing for short, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what IPO is, man. Boss, if you enjoy camping, then you already know the pee bag in the empty laundry junk trick. Okay, wild spot avoid and all over yourself. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Hmm. All right, T-Ho. All right, T-Ho, there you go. Okay, internal public offering. Yeah, it is a public offering. Internal public offering. Bro. All I know is that anybody can get involved. Whoever wants to buy the watch, they can do that, man. Mm. Right, there you go. Boss will sign every watch. Not a bad idea. I signed my t-shirts. You see my t-shirts. My t-shirts are signed. I got that from not these t-shirts, but my brand of t-shirts is signed. I got that from P Diddy. Even when I was making my t-shirts, you know, I mean, when I was making my t-shirts, I'll tell you about my t-shirts I was making in Thailand. It was much easier because there was a place up in, I would like December, but I got something in the working that takes priority over Pattaya Ventures. Okay. Yeah, even when I was doing my t-shirts, it was so much easier. And I went to war with my t-shirts, gave them out to everybody else. And it was a lot of fun. And back in the day, if you could make a brand of a T-shirt, it was a big thing. If you had your own brand, these days everybody's got their own brand. Not everybody, but it's so easy to make. I mean, back in the day, it would have been much harder. Oh yeah, a limited edition watch. Okay, a pocket watch. The pocket watch. The pocket watch don't is an old fashioned way of doing watch. It's an old man's watch. Who wants to put the watch in the pocket? It's an old way. Back in the day, before the watches on the wrist, there was pockets in the watch. If you didn't know, there was pocket watches. That's how it started off. Pocket watch. In them old fashioned times, you see when you're an old man in them suits, used to bring out their thing and it was their watch. That's how the watch was. Then it went to the wrist. So it's a very old fashioned way of doing watches. The pillar can be limited edition watch. Yeah, limited edition watch is definitely a limited edition. You have to do a limited edition one. Obviously, we'll do a limited edition one. Um, that is a must. That sells a lot. You see, a limited edition one sells a lot. Yeah, definitely. I've got a plan for the limited edition one too. That sells a lot. Limited edition one, without a doubt. You know what I mean? You know. Okay. Why don't you wear a watch? Because I haven't made it yet. Why don't I wear a watch? I gotta wear a watch. I got a boss watch now. You know, I wear my watches sometimes. Sometimes. Okay. 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 We ain't got that, but we got a time map for you, internet monster. If you carry on. So there you go. When I receive my B George watch, my tag air will be probably go on in the bin. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. So, yeah, I mean, we got to get to China. But I know when you go to China, yeah, I think you have to pay to go to China. You have to pay a visa, and the visa is like £350, I think. And you have to get a visa to get into China too. China is not just a place you just run into. We got to get to China. We got to get to China. It's all cost. And the truth of the matter is, China's not that far from Philippines. So we can stop off at China and then go to Philippines. But the thing about it, it just costs, you see. You're doubling up your cost if you're going to stop at China. But if you're in Asia, you can try and do. We got to get there and get something going on. We was talking about that earlier. Nobody wants to wear a watch nowadays. Everybody uses their phone to tell the time. I think the watch idea won't end well, boss. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you. Depends on how you market it. Depends on how you sell it. This is the whole point. Depends on how you sell it. This is what I said. If you just open up the watch and try to sell the watch, it depends on how you sell the watch. Depends on how you sell it. You got to be an offer daily. you got to be an offer daily. You know what I mean? You got to be an offer daily. Yeah. You know what I mean? For the watch, help me get tens, nines, and tens. You got to be an offer daily. In the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel tonight. I'm going to start another 25 minutes. And I'm getting out of here. I've been doing a couple hours lately, and I've been getting off the live stream. I've been pumping it through. So, I thought I'd give you lots of invention about my new invention. Well, what I want to do. Visionary and my ideas of what's happening. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Someone says, do I believe? No, it's not over. Come on, don't be silly. Don't be silly. Do not be silly, man. Don't be silly. It's not over. It's not over, man. It's never going to be fucking over. Sorry, it's not over yet. You don't finish with women. Women finish with you, man. It ain't over, man. You'll see what happens in May then. See what happens when May comes. Okay. Yeah, so, like I said, like I said, it's the investment in watches, man. You can make some money. I can make some money. Yeah, I've got a few ideas to make some money. I've got some money making schemes, and to be honest with you, I wanted to come out of my, I won't say my comfort zone. What's the word I'm looking for? Come out of my call it comfort zone when it comes to the C19. I don't think I've even pulled it out of humpering down. I'm still humpering down from the C19. The C19 finished like a year and a half ago in the UK, and I'm still humpering down. And the reason why I am is because I wanted to neutralize as much as I can out this YouTube streets, and I've put in 3 good years of it. You know what I mean? And I've done 3 good years in it, and I want to step my game up. I want to also keep the YouTube channel. I want to keep the lives every night. I'm going to be doing 9 o'clock every night, but I also want to be. I want to step my game up to a third business, third business. It's time. Summertime's coming down. Things are changing. So I'm slowly but surely working towards that. And and then think about what I'm going to do. I've got a lot of crossroad decisions. What I'm going to do. You know what I mean? If I, if I got a crossroad, I've been thinking what I'm going to do. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure. Do I want to get a 9 to 5 job and go down that road and hold it down for a year and do the YouTube channel? Do I want to do that? I don't know if that's the right decision. Do I want to? I got to make decisions what I want to do. You know what I mean? I got to make decisions. I've got some other things as well. Lots on my mind. Lots on my mind, man. I got lots on my mind. You know what I mean? Lots on my mind. Lots on my mind. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? B. George phone case waiting marking. It's quite easy. A lot of things are quite easy. Okay. Why not find someone online in China to send them to some to watch it? Because you're gonna get scammed, man. It's all a scam, bro. Trust me, it's all a scam. You got to be careful of them things, man. And another thing is when you do it online and you do it like on Alibaba, all them things there, it's like you're going 4, 5, 6 people in line before you is getting paid for your money. You know what I mean? There's all kind of different people getting paid. You know what I mean? And then you got to be careful. There's a lot of scams going on in that thing there, man. You got to be very careful. You'll be lucky if you get your watches or you get your samples. You definitely got to go out there and go and do it yourself. You know what I mean? Too much scams going on. Yeah, too much scams going on. I am okay. Turn the smart meter off. It's all over. Boss, are you, boss? You are professional on hunkering down. Maybe offer some advice how to hunker down for guys that need your expertise. Well, I've hunkered down for 3 years. Yeah, I hunkered down for 3 years, man, of doing live streaming and refining my craft and doing YouTube and not being out there on the streets, you know what I mean, and being on the road for like 3 years. I haven't been out there on the road, and I kind of miss it. You know what I mean? I kind of miss it, but I don't know if I kind of miss it because when you're out there on the streets, if we call it streets or whatever way you want to put it, you understand because you're from the street. When you're out there on the streets, you make a lot more money. You make a lot more money when you're hunkered down. It's very, unless you got a really good, what's the word I'm looking for? A really good income source, a really good income source. You can get kind of it's a lot of patience, a lot of patience, man. It's better, it's good because you can refine yourself better when you are hunkered down. You know yourself better. You can refine your craft. You can focus on your game plan. You can see what you're going to do, and it's better. Because sometimes when you are on the streets and you're go, 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 bro, you don't even have time. I don't think I could do this YouTube channel, build my brand, build my website, build my consultations, build all these things and build all these things up, all these brands, t-shirts, and be on the road. I don't think I could. I think it's just not enough focusness on it. Because when you're on the road, you're just all about making money, 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 money. You don't have time to sit down and find out exactly how you're going to do it. And that's why it's so important to do one business at a time, to do one project at a time, and do one source of income at a time. It's very important. Most millionaires and billionaires, they're never a jack of all trades and master of none. You got to master one. You master that, and then you move on to the next one, and then you master that. You know what I mean? That's how you do it. And sometimes it does take 2 years, 3 years. I wouldn't class the 2 years of the C19 as that's just. But I thought that after the C19, that was a year and a half ago, I would have been back on the road. I think I'm going to go back on the road this year. I think I'll be back on the road. I think I'll be on the road doing something. We got to up the income. Okay, boss, do you think YouTube would change in comparison structure for the worst? Too many young ladies getting millions of views from simps. I don't think it would change for the worse. I don't think YouTube would change. I don't think it would change. And there'll be a lot of competition. There's going to be competition. If you want to call it competition, I'm not in competition with no one, but there'll be YouTube changed already, bro. You know what I mean? But there is it's harder. It has views are down, super chats are down. What it is, the economy has changed, bro. It's not so much. So much people ain't got the time to be spending on watching videos. So that's why the views are down. So much people ain't got money to be throwing super chats every minute. So it definitely has changed this year. In the last 3 months, 4 months, first quarter of the year. If you know people who make millions of views of one video, they just look at their views now. Look at their views. Go look down the line. You go, God damn, you was getting a million views. Now you're 50,000, 70,000, 80,000. So the vloggers are feeling it, and the live streamers are definitely feeling it. You know what I mean? So it's changed now, without a doubt. You know what I mean? Okay. You know what I mean? There you go. What about driving Uber taxi like London Cabbie? I heard he makes a grid in the UK. Oh yeah, I mean, come on, bro. I mean, black taxis make a bag of money, bro. London Cabbie makes money, mate. Come on, bro. Black taxi's always made money from day one. You know what I mean? But you got to do the knowledge for that black taxi. Uber's okay. Uber, you can do it. You got to do the knowledge for that. Of course, taxis make money. Black taxis make big money. They can go, they can bloody take a trip from London to bloody Boston and come back. That's £650. You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt. Okay. Something like that, yeah. Something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Okay. Okay. If you are negative and you're not listening, then if you're a businessman, you would nenever say this. But if you are a small time thinking man and you just think, of course you're gonna think it's over. Business Yeah, YouTube is not usually at the beginning stages. Listen, life is not about you got to take that roller coaster ride, mate. The person who jumps off in between is the one who gets hurt. Take the roller coaster ride to the end, and I'm here to the end. So I don't know what you're on about. I don't know what you're on about, mate. You're here to the end. I don't just give up when times get hard. That means you're never going to be a successful businessman because you're going to be time you're going to be open up a sweet shop, and your sweet shop is not going to uh, your sweet shop is not going to sell no sweets for a few times. That means you're going to close the sweet shop. No, you keep pushing, you keep going, you keep doing your thing, you keep pushing through, man. You keep pushing through. Yeah, you keep pushing through. You know what I mean? Yeah, you keep pushing through. You don't. Yeah, life is a roller coaster, and so is business. It's only for the fittest of the fittest will survive. If you're weak and think, oh man, no man, I'm going to give up because they haven't got no super jet, you must prepare. When you're flying from London or US, like what's up, Pattaya to Thailand, you're going to go through turbulence, my man. You're going to go through turbulence. And if there was a man who says, oh, we're going through turbulence and the plane is up, so what we're going to do, we're going to down the plane and we're not going to get to Philip, we're not going to get to Thailand no more because we're going through turbulence. You're not going to do that, are you? You go through the turbulence, my man. You keep riding it. You keep riding it, and you're supposed to have contingency plans for this turbulence. I already had contingency plans for this turbulence, so for me, ain't no doubt. You don't see me putting my hair out. You know what I'm saying? Because I already had contingency plans for my turbulence, and we're here to stay. And that's what you got to put in your mind when it comes to business. You got to put, I'm here to stay, bro. No matter what happens, 2-3 years down the line, 10-year plan. I'm here to stay. You understand? And that is when you win. Many will fall off and lose. This ain't no money in this no, and I'm out of here. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta have a determination to win, man. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you think that. I mean, like I said, you know what I'm saying? No, you guys keep dreaming and hoping and wishing and waiting, bro. Keep wishing, waiting, and hoping about dried up. I go through stages in my life and I take them. I ride my thing. and I enjoy my ride. You understand? Enjoy the ride, and I keep going. So if you're a doubter and you got negativity, and if you feel that much of a way about it, you stay in your lane and enjoy. Keep sitting, waiting, and wishing and anticipating. And I'm gonna be here for the next 10 years. So you got a long ride, bro. You got a long ride. You got a long time to wait, mate. Keep waiting, keep anticipating, because we're here to stay, without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? Here you go. You know what I mean? Yeah, you okay? There you go. I don't need help, bro. If you want to help me, come down to the channel and drop some good super chat, not some good super chat, some good comments in the comment section. If you want to help me, come down every night, drop some knowledge. Yeah, get involved with the chat. And if you want to help me stay as positive as possible and understand this is a journey, this is not a hustle, this is a business. So what happens in business, when you don't sell your sweet shop, if you're selling one or two sweet shops, if you sell one sweet for the day, chocolate for the day, you still open your shop, you still made money, your till is still open, and you go home. Tomorrow's another day. And you're here for the long term, and you have a big heart when you come around the club, Philazig. Our camp is for guys with big heart. We're not for weak-hearted people who's going to go to war and then all of a sudden something goes kind of slow and all of a sudden I'm just going to go home because, this is not working out. This is not for weak people, man. I don't like weak people. I don't like, I don't like people who's got no heart. You got to have a big heart, man. You know, you got to have a big heart. And stay and understand it's a journey and take the journey all the way to the end. You know what I mean? And stop thinking about the money and think about doing work. There you go. Think about doing the work. Do some work, you know what I mean? I don't need, guys. I don't need to worry about my. Listen. Don't you worry. As I said to you, don't worry about my income. My income is perfectly fine. My income was fine last month. My income was fine for the month of January, February, November, December, and my income is very fine. You don't worry about it. All you need to worry about is coming down and talking some common sense in the comment section, and then your problems will go away. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. I am a businessman, and this is one of my businesses. And we're producing. I'm producing something great with my business, and we're doing very good with my channel in the position I'm in, and I'm very grateful. So don't sit there thinking I'm here, and I'm not a hustler. I don't come to hustle. I don't come every night to hustle. I've got to get some money. I'm not a hustler. I'm a visionary, a 3, 4, 5, 10-year visionary, which we're going to make money along the way. So that's what I'm trying to say. So stop worrying about the money and think about work. You guys are too. You talk about I'm obsessed with money. You guys are obsessed with money. Do the work. The money will come. I'm talking about my second business now. This business is fine. This YouTube channel is perfect. You understand? It's perfect for me. I make money. I don't care how much it is. I make money. Yeah, I have a good business formula. Yeah, we drink champagne for free. We drink Hennessy for free. We drink Jim Beam for free. We have a good formula every night. We have 60, 70 people in the chat. Yeah, I've only been in the game for 3 years, and I've got a lot of clout and a lot of thingy. And the thing is, this is what I'm trying to say. So this business model is perfect. Let's talk about my second business model. I don't want to talk about this business model. It's perfect. If I want to ask for anything more, I'm being greedy and stupid. I'm doing good with my life in this YouTube streets. Then we're talking about the second business model now. The second thing is what I'm talking about. What's the second thing now? Because that's what I'm trying to say. You do something and you build it up to that point and then you leave it. You say, okay, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. We made some money tonight. We had 70 in the chat. We had a good chat hangout. I'm happy with that. Boom. Right. What's the second way to make money now? And then you go the third way to make money. You don't just rely on one person thing to make money. And then that's how you get to 7 businesses. Sorry, I'm talking to you lot because you might not be an entrepreneur, but that's when you're an entrepreneur. That's what you do. You think about the different businesses and you build and build and build. And next minute you've got 7 businesses running. So you might make a little bit from the YouTube channel, a little bit from this, a little bit from the watch, a little bit from the pee bag, a little bit from the nightclub. And then when you know it, at the end of the month, you're doing good. Just understand that. There you go. Just to tell you. Right, let's keep moving now. Okay. And like I said I will work every day because I've what it was. My numbers was down. You see, we've got 72 in the chat now. My numbers was down. I went to a club the other day and I kind of took a diver on a Saturday over last week. Last week I didn't work and I was messing about. Last week I was messing about and I went to a club and I went out and I did some daytime streams and I missed my nighttime streams and my numbers was down. And Saturday my numbers was down. It went down to bloody, I don't know, 18 in the chat, 19 in the chat. It's like, God damn, it's 19 in the chat. I can't believe this. I gotta get back on track and start doing my daytime streams every night and get my numbers back up so my numbers can be back up and keep flowing. And we've got the number of 70 in the chat, 72 in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I got to get back on track. So it's not about the money, it's about the clout and the cake and keeping the vibes right. You understand? I hope I explain it to you. There you go. I'm too fat to be a gigolo, bro. I'm too fat to be a gigolo, mate. Big up to the chip inside of the game of the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Ross coming through with the chip in side of the game. Big up for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, chip inside of the game. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Listen, it doesn't matter. As I said, if you're making any amount of money, you're making money. If you got clout, I definitely got clout, and yes, I think I'm in the 3 years I've been on this YouTube channel. I've been successful, and I've showed you a lot of the numbers. Even though when I showed you that video of the numbers of the how much money I made from certain not YouTubers, certain donators, that really caused a storm. That one when I was coming off with 15,000 from this person and 7,000 from this person, 10,000 from this person, it caused a real storm. That video. But it was to show you that, it was to show you I put in 3 years' work, which is not a long time. And I've made cake, I've made clout, I've made cake, and I'm still running today. I'm still doing good. So all you got to do from now, as I said, let's leave that. And when you travel now, you're through the roof. When you travel now, you're through the roof. So, I did this from here, from being in the UK, sitting in this chair. Remember that. We're doing it from the here, sitting in this chair. So when you travel now, bang. So I got a great thing. So I don't want to let it go. But what it was, just the numbers went down a little bit. I don't want to lose my clout, mate. Gotta stick it up. Trouty's the man, man. Trouty's always the man. Trouty will be the man. Trouty's top boy, bro, without a doubt. Trouty does his round, you know what I mean? Trouty does his round, Trouty goes round, and he does, sometimes he supports someone, then he supports someone else, then he does his round. So, but Trouty's top boy, so, you know what I mean? And he helped us out a lot when we had a little bit of an issue with our, I had to pay an $850 bill, and he helped us out a lot on the crypto side of the game. So, give thanks for that. You know what I mean? There you go. B Moron's cool, man. B Moron's cool. No, B Moron's cool. B Moron's cool, man. I respect B Moron for what he does. I respect him for what he does. He works really hard. He, I don't agree. I'm not saying. I don't think he's doing a smart move when it comes to Ning, but it's not my business. But I think I respect him for his work rate. So if he's working that hard and he's trying his thing, that's what you're supposed to do. Put your live stream on. I don't give a damn if you want to go over my live stream. Do a 12-hour live stream and work. And I see the work, what he does. And I said to myself, God damn, bro, this guy really determined to make money, bro. He's determined. And when you do them kind of things, what Ron's doing, that's how you make money. You got to do 12 hours, you got to do 14 hours, and he's showing it all on the live stream, and he's delivering from here and delivering from there and working from here. And as a boss, I got to respect that. Otherwise, I don't, it doesn't, him being on my live stream don't make no difference to me. My time slot don't mean nothing to me. I just say that, he's doing some good things, man, out there, man. He's showing the world what you're supposed to do, You're supposed to get out there and get your new shoulders to the wheel and make some money. You know what I'm saying? Hook by the crook. Man, that's the truth. So big up to Ron. Big up to Ron for that. Not all Arabs are billionaires, but a lot of them got money. Okay. I think Trouty spends a lot more than $1,000, man. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. I think Track spends a lot more than $1,000. I saw him spend $500 the other day, man. You know what I'm saying? I think his budget is much more than $1,000, man. I mean, he spent $500 the other day just on one live stream. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man. Look, when you open your street shop, Cake Master, and you're selling cakes, if a person comes along and buys a whole bunch of cakes for you and supports you, and he's not even your man, he's not even your pillar, you're gonna give thanks for that. You know what I'm saying? Try is giving me probably £3,000, £3,000 in the time I've known him. You know what I'm saying? And you want to be ungrateful for that? And he's not even my pillar. He's not nothing else. It's £3,000 in a short time I've known him. You got to be smart, man. You got to be smart. Try his top boy, man. I don't want to talk about it no more, man. I mean, so there you go. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so there you go. And he's got Google by his side dropping donors. So there you go. So there you go. So yeah, and he's showing he's doing it, and he's putting his neck out to do it. So there you go. So he's not. You can't say that he's just doing his thing, man. He's doing his thing. That's all I can say. Well, so if you were a lady and you went home and you went back to Pattaya to work in a bar, would you still consider yourself supporting her, even if she does go with customers? Look, what's up, Pattaya? Listen to me. And listen to me, good guys. Listen, and I always say this. There's one thing about me is that I don't mix words, and this is where we became problems with. Because me as a boss, I cannot condone things which I know which is gonna be you're gonna end up in a sad situation. Now, put everything else aside. If you are doing something like that, right, you're being stupid. You're being stupid. You know you're being stupid, but it is your life. You're being stupid. You know you're being stupid. You understand? But men, you cannot tell men what to do with his money. For example, if a person's going around bloody working 14 hours a day, he's doing his live stream, he's working, that's his money. He made his money, his choice, his mistake, his way. You cannot tell someone. And along the way, by trying to explain to someone, look, man, bro, you can't do that. You got to make them learn their way. You understand? You know my stance on it. I am far the furthest from a simp you're ever gonna get to. You know what I'm saying? Because I just see it as it is. There's just no way in the world I'm gonna do that. There's just no way I'm gonna. But this is the price you pay when you have put your don't get emotionally attached with a bar girl, because if you're either gonna lose all your money or you're gonna get your broken heart. One of the two. And sometimes you're gonna get both. So men want to do it their way. Men have egos, men have testosterone, and you have a lot of testosterone. A lot of people have testosterone. They have to learn their way. You know the boss's stance on this. I'm never going to change that. There's just no way in the world will I do that. You think I'm stupid? You think I'm going to go and work all my ass off to go and give my money to a bar girl sitting there in the bar? Are you crazy? I'm not going to do it, but if anybody else wants to do it, they can. You can. You're quite welcome, mate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I was out there sleeping with Tom, Dick, and Harry, and I'm out here trying to bust my ass to give you some more money to go and stay on the islands and go and enjoy myself. I worked all this time. I set up my Google channel. Google come along, give me £500. I could give her that too. Man, it's crazy. And then you don't wake up, but you wake up one day after 3-4 years. You wake up and realize, hold on a minute, I just spent money. How much money have I spent? And then she says, "Oh, she don't want to be." Well, you look at the video on my community page of that guy. He come back to Thai, come back to the UK. He had a misfortune. He called his woman in the Philippines, and she says, "Oh, I don't want to be with you no more. It's over." So, like I said, guys, don't come to me. Don't come to the boss with them kind of things. 'Cause I know I lived in Thailand for 7 years, and I didn't fall in love with none of them girls, because I know you're gonna enter. I know their game plan. You understand? It can work. The only way it can work when it comes to relationships in Thailand and Philippines and Southeast Asia is if you live there. If you live there, or you take her back to your country. You going back and forth, forget it. Forget it. She's going to slip up. You're going to slip up. Something's going to come up. It's not going to work. So there you go. But again, if you can live with that, if you can live with it, who am I to say? But I just can't live with it. Just me personally. That's all. If you can live with it, I'm happy to you. Me, I can't do that, bro. I'm sorry. I just can't. I just can't do that. That's what I can say. There you go. There you go. Okay. There you go. Okay, there you go. All right. Stop talking the same thing and stop spamming the chat with the same thing, man. When you're going to get a timeout, let's get a timeout for foolishness. You're not listening. You're not listening. There you go. Right, there you go. Exactly. Before you're taking off. Of course. I mean, what part of the game are you missing? I mean, what part of the game, what part are you guys stupid or something? I mean, I don't need to explain to you. I don't need to keep explaining to you. That's his business and that's his thing. I mean, are you guys stupid? Do you want me to break it down to you? Do you want me to break it down to you before I still got one more drink? I've got a drink. Look, mate. Thai girls in Ibar, some of them making 150,000 to 200,000 baht a month. They got all 7 simps sending them money. They're dime pieces. Do you think that you can really support a person like me, who's a dime piece, who could get so much money? You think you really can support her? She's got to make money, man. She's got a family to support. She's got her kids to support. You can't be living in a rendezvous and falling in love. It's nothing about love. You can't eat love. She could be making a lot more money. She knows that. She can go and work in a go-go and make big money, 100,000 at the go-go. Think about it. And then you're going to tell me he's going to fall in love with some guy who can't afford to give her 100,000 baht. And you live in Thailand. You don't have no social security. There's no love, mate. You got to go get the money, bro. Go get the money. Hustle the money and go and get it. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's be real, guys. You know, she's got to do what she's got to do, man, to make that money, man. So don't blame her for it. So I don't blame her for it. The girl's got to make money. I got to make money. I'm not going to be sitting there telling them I'm in love because I got this girl. When I was doing my club Phil Zig, I had this girl I was staying with in my room. She would never let me want to go out in the daytime to go and make my T-shirts and things like that. She always used to try and stop me. I had to get rid of her because I said, this woman here, bro, she's stopping my bag, mate. I got to make money. I got to do this club Phil Zig, and I had to get rid of her. I said, you're not staying in my room no more. She was like, she'd hug me up. No. She wanted single man side again, 24/7. I was like, man, look, single man side again ain't going to work, pay my bills. I get rid of her. In Thailand, there's no social security. There's no money coming in. You got women have a time span of before how much money they can make, and then when their time is up, their time is up. So you know, men come down there and they fall in love every day. It's a normal thing, but you know, women, they're all about get that cash, man. You know what I mean? There is one in the hole. I just remembered, and I was going to leave for the hour, and I've got to do another hour because I've got one in the hole. I just remembered there were shots in the hole. I just forgot. Looks like we're going to be here for another hour because when I start drinking, I start talking. So, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Can you do an episode of how to pick up dimes? Oh yeah, yeah. It's not that hard, but everybody would know what I'm talking about already. But yeah, I mean we can do. Okay. Yeah, maybe 2, maybe 3. That's just the way the game is, isn't it? I don't make the rules up in Thailand, you know, and I don't break them. I just go there and I just accept it. You know, of course they do. Everybody's getting cleaned out. Look, you're gonna get cleaned out, mate. That's just the way it is, bro. It's just the rules. Just live by it, mate. You got a girl in Thailand, you're gonna have to support her. The only thing about it is if you live there, then you might have to be able to have a decent relationship where she's not going with Tom, Dick, and Harry because you can keep an eye on her. But you're gonna pay, ain't you? That's the way it is. I know a girl gave a lady 100,000 baht a month for 2 years and helped her start a business, and she still hit him up for a loan of because she owed people money. Because I tell you the factor of this. I'll tell you what happens with this. What happens with this is this. These girls in Ibar, they become bougie. They become stuck up. They become crazy. They live a lifestyle. It's like they become, like a rich person. When you're broke, you ain't got no money. It's one way. But when you become rich, you are. When you become rich, right? When you become rich, you start living some lifestyle which is stupid. Doing 500 pound meals and £1,000 meals. Ridiculous. Now them girls do the same thing. They go into iBar and they start opening up bottles for themselves, or they pay for themselves. And sometimes they spend 20 grand in one night, 10 grand in one night, right? And sometimes just like that, right? Then they have they have an habit. They got a habit. We won't talk about their habit. You know what the habit is. You know what I mean? The next thing they have a bloody Thai man, which is squeezing them for every penny they can get. So they got a Thai man, was bloody giving them single man side of the game. Because they all got their little Thai man on the side. Then they got their family to take care of. You know what I'm saying? Then they got their room to pay for, which is they upgrade their room. You know, they used to stay 3, 4, 5 in a room. They don't do that no more. They want a nice 12, 4, 14, 15, sometimes 15, 20,000 pound room. You know what I mean? I know one girl on Facebook, she's staying in LK Metro President, the one expensive one. I don't know how she affords that. You know what I mean? All them things that. So all them, you think 100,000 baht is going to be enough money to supply all these things? And they're clubbing every day, and they're going out every day, and they're doing these things every day. The money runs out. The money runs out. That's why they even go with guys as well. On top of that, they get 100,000 baht, and they go with guys as well. On top of that, and they hate the camera because that one exposure could just blow them all up, blow up their money. So they go with guys as well. Some of them every night. So it's a game which, it's a game. Of course, she's getting owed money because she borrowed money from her friend because she ran out of money before the end of the month. These guys who earn 20,000 a month. 20,000 a month on in a city and run out of money and they have to get a loan every month. This is the way the world is made. You know what I mean? I'm here until the end. Well, big up for that. Then. Big up for that. You're here until the end. Okay. Yeah, 2 hours per day isn't really enough work, Mary. I'm running a business, bro. Why do I have to keep explaining to you guys? It's a business model. And my business model is working 2 hours a day or 3 hours. 2 hours a day is enough, man. You can do 2 hours, it's fine. 2 hours a day is very good, but I stretch it for 3 hours. I don't know how I can stretch it for 3 hours. 2 hours, make a little bit of money, drink some drinks for free. You know what I mean? Maybe drink some champagne, drink some Hennessy, spray some aftershave, have some fun for 2 hours. Bang, that's it. Tomorrow's another day. Gonna go tomorrow, Tomorrow's another day. The next day's another day. That's how you do 7 days a week. Because you split it for only 2 hours. And that's how you do 7 days a week. And you build up. So we build up our clout today. Our clout's good today. We've been over 60. We've been over 70 in the chat. We went to 70, nearly 80 in the chat today. So our clout is building up again. You know what I mean? Because people say, Barry lost clout. He only had 2 people talking in the chat. I know how to get my clout back up again. So it's good. You know what I mean? It's good. It's good. Okay. 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 Yeah. No doubt he's going to regret. Okay. No doubt he will regret, mate. He'll regret it in the end. Men always do. You do regret it. When you're caught up in your emotions and your feelings, then unfortunately, drinking 7 days a week is hard on the liver, kidney is not going to lose weight because your alcohol consumption's habit. I only drink 1 unit, mate. I don't drink that much. I only drink 1 unit. I don't drink enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink 4 or 5. I was drinking 4, 5, 6, 7 units. I don't understand. I barely drink a unit. How much of a shots have I had today? Well, I ain't even had a unit today, mate. We're lacking. You better step it up. We only had 2 shots, and this is the shots. Look at the shots. Little teaspoon shots we drink. I don't think that's going to put you on no weight. That's just excuses. And we mix it with apple juice too. You know, that's just an excuse. I'm going to lose weight, put on weight with that. If I was drinking like the way I see some people drink, then I probably wouldn't be here. That's why everything is manner. Everything is. You see what I'm saying? My business model is all manufactured in that kind of way, where everything is unique. So I don't drink a lot at all. I should drink more. I lose weight. I don't. The reason why I don't lose weight because I eat sugar. Got a sugar habit. Got a bad sugar habit, and I got to exercise a bit more, man. But it's coming up slowly but surely. You know, yeah, teaspoon shots. Ain't nothing, man. Ain't nothing. Are you doing enough exercise? Not really. I could do more. I could step it up 3, 4 times a week or 4 times a week. Got to do more. We're still doing. We're still doing it. We're still doing it. We're still doing good. Listen, everything is good in my life, guys. Everything is very good. It's never going to be perfect, but my life is good. I've got a good business model here. I'm about to move on to, I've got good things. All my bills are paid. Everything is fine. My fridge is full of food. I've got money in my pocket. And my life is good. And we built up so the thing about it is like this. When it takes 5 to 7 years to build a successful business. This is a business as far as I'm concerned, Club Fillers Inc. We're in 3 years into the business. So it takes 5 to 7 years for it to come to fruition. You got to put the work in. We got to work, and you got to go through the down times and go through the up times. You got to mix it. And if you've had a great run, and we've had a great run, guys, we've had pinkies, we've had hundreds, we've had this, we've had that, we've had so much of a great run. If you've had a great run, if you've had a good time, right, you don't just give up because this is a business. It's not a hustle. You're not hustling. I understand some people do hustle. They come on YouTube and they hustle. Oh, no, it didn't work, and I'm going to throw that in. I'm going to do something else, and they hustle, and I'm going to do something. You're a jack of all trades, or you're a master of none. Master your trade. Master it and keep it. If you've got something good, if you've got 70 in the chat, you've got a conversation going on, you got money coming into, I don't care how small or big it is, I don't care if it's one super chat, you got money coming in. And when you travel, your money is going to go up. And when the seasons get higher, when the summer comes down, you move around, you're going to make more money. But you got to be patient. You've got to be patient. If you're not patient, unfortunately, you're not going to make it in the streets. Unfortunately, a lot of people are not going to make it. I'm going to make it because I've been through too much to not to make it. So, Anyway, Barry, my friend stopped drinking and lost 10 kilos, 9 kilos in 10 weeks. Good for him, bro. Good for him. Maybe I will want to do that, but at this point in the game, I'm not going to do it. Okay. Okay, I would donate to an exercise IRL stream. We could do an exercise IRL stream. We could do one tomorrow. I don't make no money from this. This guy's a fake. He's a fake. Anyway, I don't usually have fake black guys in the chat, really. So let me just maybe I might have to get rid of you. Fake black guy in the chat. And no subscribers, 1 subscriber. Yeah, you're a fake black guy in the chat. We don't have that, sorry. Fake black guy in the chat. Probably Jermaine. Okay, we don't have that. Okay. No, you don't get more money from exercise. You get less money from exercising and streaming than donors. You don't get money from it. You don't make money from exercise streaming, bro. Sorry to tell you what's up with time, mate. You don't make money from exercise streaming. You can make money from drinking. People want to buy you a drink. People don't want to exercise. People don't want to see you exercise. You don't make no money. You lose all your money. I remember the last time, man. The last time I was flying high, man. I was 70 in the chat and I was doing so well. And we was getting drinks left, right, and center. People was coming down to buy me a drink all the time. I was on a good little rower. And that bloody NCS play come along to try and disrupt my play. So yeah, man, come and do an exercise stream. Did an exercise stream, cut the drink out. Oh, mate. The donors went to zero. The numbers went down. I was like, God damn, this plane is flying over there. So, oh, man. It just went all to another realm, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not entertaining. It's fun. You need a little bit of a drink to warm up a little bit. You need a little bit of fun. It's not so much. Plane just was just wobbling all over the place. It was just like, oh my lord, I'm gonna lose the plot if I carry on like this. I ended up doing it. You got to drink. You got to drink, mate. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it is. Uh, bro, I just told you, man. Come on. What's up with that, bro? Come on, bro. Yeah, giving me a hard time, bro. I don't want to not answer your question, but I just told you I'm doing well with my channel, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ah, damn, I can't answer no more of your questions, bro. I just told you that I'm doing well. I'm doing good. Everything's fine. Don't worry about the money. We got 7 in the chat. Our clout's good. Everything else is right. I mean, I just told you that. And you're still coming back to ask the same thing. If you work out and want to motivate your audience, because I don't need to motivate my audience. I got 70 in the chat. Made some money today. We're doing good. Feel that you're lazy and this and that. Show up. Oh, come on, bro, man. Get with the program. I'm not answering no more questions. You know what I mean? No more questions, bro. You know, it's too much, bro. It's too much, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing very well with my channel. I'm doing very well with my thing. If you feel that way, what you do, you go and do it. You go and do an exercise stream then. Go on. Cut the drink down, go and do an exercise stream. Go and do it. You got welcome to do it. Go and get people in your chat and do them things. If you're worried about the money, you go and do it yourself. I'm comfortable in my lane, man. I'm doing my thing. You understand? I don't need 101 people to tell me what to do and not what to do. I'm quite good. If a person tells you he's good, I've got my numbers, I've got my clout, I've got my thing, and that's what I want it to be. You understand? The donors are only one part of success. Success is more than about money. You know what I mean? If I really wanted money, I'd go and do crazy stuff and do spinning on top of my head and do all these crazy stuff, drinking alcohol and all kind of crazy stuff to get donors for the night. But that's not a long-term vision. That's not a long-term video. You know? Okay, there you go. Time out for foolishness. What's up, Patai? There you go. Time out for foolishness. I ain't got no more patience, bro. I only got so much. Bosses only got so much patience. Time out for foolishness. I ain't got time for that. Listen, bro. Just listen, man. You pissing me off. You know what I'm saying? Listen when the boss talks to you. If a boss tell you something, listen. Say, okay, boss, fair enough. Cool, I hear you. Fair enough. Don't start, going on and going on and going on. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Anyway, let's take a little commercial break and come back at the Club Fillers NQT channel. I don't like to do too much explaining. I really don't, guys. Club Fillers, handsome man in the building. Good to see you there, handsome man. We're out here on these YouTube streets, pumping it through. You know how the game is, man. You know what I mean? We had a good night tonight. We've kept a good crowd for 2.5 hours into the stream, and our plane is up in the air again, so we're flying good, and we're pumping it through. You know what I mean? So life is good. So we're just out here talking about watches and game plan and businesses and different things. You know what I mean? Going in. You know what I mean? There you go, handsome man. Okay, I mean, there you go. Yeah, let's keep pumping it. You know what I mean? What's the Lecky situation today? Oh, I don't know. I haven't turned it on. I kind of forgot. I kind of went off it because it was like I've just come to the conclusion that it's going to be a certain amount every month. So, you know what I mean? And because it's the beginning of the month, so but I'll put it on. I'll try and load it up. I'll load it up. You get these little gimmicks that comes up sometimes, and then it goes away. But I will. I haven't checked it for a few days, but I'm just gonna load it up for 5 minutes, find out what's going on with that. So yeah, guys, so we do some daytime stream. We will do some daytime streams if you want to walk around. But I was actually going to do a daytime stream today, walk around. But the thing about the exercise stream, but I had I had some business to take care of. I had to wait for some business to take care of, and that was good. And my business came through. I sat and wait. I had to sit there and wait my business to come through. That came true. It was good. You know what I mean? So fit progress is moving good. I've had a good day today. You know, my business earlier, and I had a good stream today. I picked it back up again because my numbers was getting down. The most important thing for me, guys, is clout, numbers, and good things was happening in the chat. That's what's important. The rest of it, don't worry. Don't worry. That's what's going to keep me for the longevity. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like to ban people or time too many people out. I like to let the chat flow, and get the numbers up and keep the conversation going. You know what I mean? That's what's important because this is a business. This is not hustle. You know what I mean? It's not an overnight hustle. Everything else, money will come. Don't worry, it will come. Just got to make sure that you're on this kind of, we're on this, there you go. You know what I mean? There you go. The Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Okay. There you go at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. So, yeah, man. So, yeah, we've just been pushing through and keeping as positive as we can. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. So, yeah, tomorrow we could do an out-time stream. We could pump it through. We could do that tomorrow if the weather's good. We could get out there and do a little bit of an outside stream and, do something else, man, slowly but surely. We changed the game. As I said, I couldn't go out there today. I had to sit and wait. And like I said, I've had a good day today. So, you know what I mean? There you go. You know what I mean? Life is good. So we're pushing towards our goals and things are getting better and better. And we've been working towards it, you know what I mean? Tuesday, tomorrow. The weather looks like it's going to be quite good. So we could do it. We could do a daytime stream tomorrow. Depends on what time we're going to get out there, you know what I mean? No, and nobody helps out the bar girls. There you go. You know what I mean? Okay. Tins of food came from food banks. I don't think they'll give you that much tins of food in a food bank. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they will. Yeah, I bought them 70 odd p. I mean, I got to get back into it. I haven't had none this week. I've been eating vegetables without fish, vegetables and the rice without the. Well, I've been eating chicken this week. I made a lot of chicken, so I've been eating chicken and the rice. I got to get back into the. I've been eating vegetable without no meat or no fish, but I still got them tins. Them tins has got omega-3 in it, and it's very good for your body. So it's all good, you know what I mean? And, it's very good for you. So we're going to be eating some more fish. I've got to eat some more. I have food banks. I've never used a food bank before. I know what it's all about, but it ain't no joke. That's not nothing to joke about. There's I was watching this program about food banks where there was people which are working 9 to 5 will go and use the food banks. They work 9 to 5 and they use the food banks, man. It's not only just poor people. This day and age is crazy out there. People can't afford food. You know what I mean? And this world is going crazy, man. So I've never used one before. I would use one. Why not? I never had to use it. I had a YouTube channel. I had money. I make money. I do my thing. My fridge is full of food. I got too much food. I need to cut down on my food. That's what I need to do. I'm trying to cut down on my food. I don't even think I eat that much. I do eat a lot. I do eat. My portions are big and I eat well. So I got to exercise more. I have a good breakfast. I have a good dinner. You know what I mean? I eat well. I eat very well. That's one thing I do. I do eat well. That's why I feel I'm still strong. I'm still very strong. I'm still powerful. It's just I got the weight on, extra weight. I'm very strong. Still got a lot of muscle under all this weight. I eat very well, man. And, I make sure I eat a good breakfast, good vitamins and good fruit and some good vegetables. And, we eat well, man. Okay, I've never used a food bank before. I've never streamed. You can stream a food bank. SMS OTG going in. I've just never used it before. I don't know what they're going to give you. More or less, the thing is, I don't like every kind of food. And I don't really eat tin food and all these kind of things. I don't like them kind of things. I rather steam down my food and have some proper nutrient food. I don't eat all them tin food. I suppose they're going to give you unperishable food, which is tin food and some things like that. And yeah, I mean, as I said, there's nothing wrong with it. And if one day, I just thank God that I never had to use it. So there you go. That's all I can say. But there ain't no shame in using it if you have to. But I just ain't had to use it. You know what I mean? My fridge is full of food. My cupboard's bursting with food. I got tins of them, tins and tins of bloody food I gotta eat. So, yeah, I gotta, So I eat well. I live good. I drink for free. I have a nice evening. Have a good. I drink champagne sometimes for free. I spray aftershave for free. I can spray Gucci aftershave. I can do all these things. Life is good for me, man. You know what I mean? Life is good. We just gotta travel. That's all. We gotta travel, but that'll come. You know what I mean? We got some plans in motion. You know what I mean? Steam down the frozen veggies. Well, it's more convenient. It's more convenient. It's like chopping up frozen veg. You know what I mean? So it's the same nutrients. There's no different nutrients in the frozen ones than the other ones. So yeah, I eat frozen veg. Some good food. I eat some good. I eat very well. When I was living with the girl in Peterborough, she said, "You eat very well. You eat very well." She eats bad. She eats bad. She loves burger, chips, and all them things there, and McDonald's and all kind of different things. She loves that, man. She loves all them takeaways and all them crazy stuff. I'm like, God damn, pizzas. She didn't even like my food. She tried to pretend like she liked my food. She's pretend like she liked it, and then when she'll have it for one day, I said, "We're not gonna have that again, are we?" Man, I said to her, "You just don't like nutrient food. What's nutrient your body? That's your problem. You like chips. You eat chips. You eat bags of this. You eat all kind of things. I don't know how you survive. I don't know how you can survive with all them diet you got. You know what I'm saying?" And I said, "Boy, you have to eat well, man. Take care of yourself. My life is good." So my position in life is good right now. If we could do some traveling soon, or we can travel for the summertime, it would be good. I'm looking to buy a car very soon, maybe. I don't know what I'm gonna buy. Buy a car. Buy something. You know what I mean? And, get on the road, man. Do something different as well. But overall, man, life is good, man. Life is good. Just got to keep working every night, 2, 3 hours, pump it through. Get a little bit of donors here and there. What's the subject tomorrow now? Let's get back to Thailand. I've had a couple of days of different subjects. The day before was something else, kind of motivational. Today was watches. Tomorrow's going to have to get back to Thailand. You always have to get back to Thailand. You know what I'm saying? We always have to get back to Thailand. We'll get back to Thailand. Get back to Thailand tomorrow. Talk about something about Thailand tomorrow. Has anybody put any ideas in the chat before? But I was thinking about Thailand. Okay. Oh yeah, I could do why a iBar girl who makes 100,000 baht a month still broke at the end of the month. Yeah, that's that. That could be it. That's probably it. That's it. There you see. Boom, you get ideas. This is what I say in the chat. If you want to help the boss out, put some conversations in the chat. Don't worry about money. Money's gonna come. Don't worry about that. You know what I mean? It's the Coronation Street ex special lady and the coronation. Stay in your lane, Sean the Pro. Stay in your lane. Coronation Street lady. The Coronation Street lady, yeah. I could bloody sit down and watch Coronation Street. God damn, bro. I was like, oh, damn, this woman here, man. I get it. You know what I mean? She's lived her life. She's had her life. She's doing her thing. The Coronation Street lady, ex-special lady. Yeah, she's a Coronation Street lady. God damn, we got some time for you. We got time for you. Barry, I wouldn't buy a car if you're looking to. I am. Okay, we got some time so we can explain to you. I am looking to retire when I'm 55 years old, my man. I'm 51 years old. And so we got another 4 years before we can start leaving to go to Thailand and go abroad. Now, if I go away for abroad for a month, it doesn't mean that I don't have a car. Now, even if I go away for 6 months, and it doesn't mean I don't have a car. In the UK, you need a car. The reason why you need a car is because you're going to make more money. You can spread your wings out and fly and go places. You know what I mean? So I will be getting a car and we'll be going out and we'll be doing things. We'll be doing things. So I definitely need a car. You know, if we had a car, we could do a lot more. Even with the YouTube channel, we could go from different cities and different towns. We can go to Manchester overnight, different places like that. Instead of taking a train, we can take a car. And also, we can do other things as well. You know what I mean? So you need a car. That explains it to you. I hope you don't keep asking the same question again because, boy, you know. Okay. There you go. Okay. Look, if you have a tiger, take it from the boss. She needs to be fed. She knows what her options are. And her options are she has friends with in eyeballs making hundreds of thousands of baht every month. So in order for her to, and some, not all girls are like that, some girls are less, but in general, the women in Thailand are poor or broke. They come from poor backgrounds. And how do they make their money? They come to Thailand, Phuket, Thailand, and all these places to go and find a simp. You know, sorry to put it like that, to put it to find, just call myself then, to call me Barry the boss, to find a Barry the boss who's going to work 12 to 14 hours a day and give her all the money because he's in love with his emotions and his feelings. And that's why they go to Pattaya. And even if you live in Pattaya, what she's going to stay with you because you live there. The only good option about you living there is that the fact that you are going to, you can see her not cheating. She's not going to cheat and she's not going to be around. She's going to be with you. But you're still going to have to take care of her. You're still going to have to take care of her family. You can look, for example, like Tim K, who's in the Philippines. He has to pay her family every month. He bought her family a washing machine. He pays her. He pays he even pays the mayor of the area every month for him to stay with the girl. You're going to get rinsed out, brother, man. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter if you're bloody Tom bar fines. You're getting rinsed out. Of course you're going to get rinsed out. He's got to pay for his whole family and pay for everything else because they consider you as the breadwinner. You're going to get rinsed, man. You better pay the price. You pay the cost to be the boss. And that's just as simple as that. And you can't run away from that. The only way you can run away is if you get a less girl who's not in the bar. The less she's not in the bar is the more cheaper it's going to be. So you might get away with a girl for 20 grand, 20,000 baht, 15,000 baht, and she works a job, but you're still going to have to pay. And in life, guys, as a man, you're always going to have to pay anyway, even if you don't go to Thailand. You find a girl in the Western world, you have to take her to the cinema. You have to put petrol in your car. It's going to take time. She's going to want to live, and it's always going to be on you. So as a man, you definitely need to have your own money. That's why I say have your own money. It's going to cost you, mate. There's no running away from that. I hope that makes it clear. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, there you go. If you have any more questions, we can chop it up. So if you stay and have the money come in, it works out. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's what it is. And that is what I should do a 5-point bullet on. The only way I believe relationships work in Thailand is if you stay with her in Thailand or she stays with you in your country. That's what I should do a 5-point bullet on. But it is putting myself in a bit of a position because sometimes you got to remember my channel's got a lot of guys which are going back and forth from Thailand and they got girlfriends. And sometimes you don't want to offend people because people are like, no, I got a girlfriend and I go back and forth sometimes. So why are you saying that? You know what I mean? So but if you want to be real with yourself, the only time it's going to work is if you are there with her or she's with you in America or in the Western world. Otherwise, it's not going to work out, bro. You're going to sleep with someone when you're away for 6 months. She's going to sleep with someone. She's going to have Tom, Dick, and Harry. It's going to be all over the place. It's going to be messy. You know, you're constantly trying to get back there. And by the time a year's finished of you going back and forth, you're going to realize you spent bloody 40, 50 grand. And after 3 years, you're going to realize, oh shit, I've just burnt off 120 grand. And she might just leave you dumbass after that because she didn't love you in the first place. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, this is why these men, you know, you have to be able to control your emotions. This is the reason why you don't get emotionally attached with a working girl, man. It's as simple as that. And if you break the rules and you want to do it, well, pay the price. You pay the cost for it. Go and work for bloody 3 years. Burn yourself out. Give her all the cash you can, and then at the end of it, you're gonna wake up one day. You will wake up. You will wake up. It happens to every man. They wake up and they realize, oh shit, I made a mistake here. But when you're in that kind of emotional feelings, in the beginning, you like the girl, you love the girl, you do anything to be with her. So, and I get it. So I say as a man, I say, look, dude, it's your money. You made it. Go and enjoy it and enjoy your time. Live your life. You understand? I never tell another man what to do or what not to do because he's in his feelings. He's in his feelings. He's in love. He's in love. I'm in love with a stripper. She's right. I'm in love. So you just leave him, you know what I mean? But not me. Not me. Before I get into them kind of positions, I realize I don't lie down with women like that, and I don't get emotionally attached with women like that because I know where it's going to end. I've seen it a million times, 100 million. I put it in a community page. Look at the guy in the community page. He's $35,000 down, and now his Leo's left him. Yeah, it's the same thing, isn't it? Same thing, same thing. Same. How much time is it going to happen before you damn wake up and realize, man? You know what I'm saying? Oh, damn. Okay. Okay. Because Thailand is catered towards single men to go down there and do the filth. It's like go down there and sow your wild oats, like in the film of of Eddie Murphy. They know you're going to anywhere in the world. You can never have a girlfriend until you're going to Thailand. She knows you're going to sow your wild oats because it's too much beautiful girls or sexy girls, which they're at your fingertips. Was there for you to just grab up, and then every girl and every woman in the world knows that Asian girls are very promiscuous like that. They're going for that dollar. So you know what you gotta do is click your fingers. You got 20 girls at your door. You know what I mean? And it's just the way it is. But women, women do it too. But women not gonna go to Thailand. I mean, there is women who go to Thailand, which are lesbians, and they go to Thailand and they go and they do their lesbian. I was living out there. I know many girls, lesbians used to come to Thailand for the women. But they know it's not like that. So there you go. You're a man, man. You know what you're gonna do. You know what Thailand's all about. It's just they know it's boss, have you ever seen a man stay in Thailand and has money and come in ever? Have you ever seen a man in Thailand come in Thailand has money every month coming in, be cleaned out and lose it? Oh, come on. Come on, bro. If you go down to the bloody Philippines, right, and you see all them old boys, go and speak to them old boys in the Philippines, and they'll tell you their story, man. Yeah, I used to live in Thailand. I'm not ever going back. They got pensions coming in still. They still got the pension coming in. But they'll tell you a story. They lost their home. They lost their condo. They lost all this money to this girl. It was a bottomless pit. It's a bottomless pit, We're never going to end. And they'll tell you, I'm not going back. They still got their pension. They still got salary, some money. Some of them got some good pensions, some good money. But, they got burnt, bro. They got burnt. You go to Philippines, you see it all over there. You see it all over there. But they'll tell you, the old boys will tell you a story. That's the people I talk to. They'll tell you their story. It happens. It's a dozen and one times, bro. It's not. It's not. No. It's the same thing. Okay. 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 Uh, all the countries surprised the world again out of nowhere. They are cutting them out of all of the produce per day, and the gas prices are up in the world. What do you think is going on? It's a recession. We're going for a recession. Every 10 years is a recession. The last one was 2008. It didn't come to fruition until 2010, and this is the next one. You know what I mean? They're going for a recession. Every year has to be bursts and bubbles. It just goes, some people make money through these recessions, and the rich get richer in these recessions, so it's got to go through bursts and bubbles. Someone's making money. Some people made a lot of money through the C-19. You know what I mean? They're going to burst and bubbles, bro. We're going to go for a recession. It happens all the time because it's to clear out, as Warren Buffett says, when the tide go comes in, who's skinny dipping, who's really rich and who's poor. It flushes out the weak and keeps the rich. I miss Toronto on his streams. His romantic adventures are the best. Do you think Brad should settle in the Philippines with his mature ladies? I don't know. I don't really care. I don't really care. I don't know. And the thing about it, Sean Pro, look, man. At the end of the day, it's like this. If you're in a Sinaloa cartel and you got enemies, and you have an enemy, and this person turns cold and turns to your enemy, boy, that is the worst thing you could ever do in your life, is a traitor. And Toronto's a traitor, bro. So I don't want to talk about him. I don't really care what he does. You know what I'm saying? Take the price for what you do. Why he did that, I don't know. It's his problem. Now he don't do live streaming. It always happens to these people. They come up with all these things and do all these things, and the next minute, he could have been a good live streamer. We could have raided his channel every night. It became great. He chose to go down the other road. Now he don't live stream. Good for him. It's ruthless out of them. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it's ruthless. Of course it's ruthless. And you'll see it play out. You're just ruthless. It's deadly, bruv. People lose their life. Men lose their finger, lose their pocket. You stand to lose everything. You're putting your emotions. You're being stupid. You're being stupid, and you're playing it all out on YouTube. You're being stupid, man. Don't be stupid, man. And no joke, man. Not me, not you, not anybody who's strong enough can sustain when it comes to these Thai women. When you put your emotions and feelings in them. You know what I mean? you know. No one can. It ain't no joke. That's why you don't get emotionally attached with a bar girl. It's as simple as that. It's simple as that. You're gonna pay if you do, and you want to go down that road, and you pay the cost for it. Pay. You pay. You're gonna wake up one day. One day you will. You know what I mean? It's worse when you're on YouTube because you're gonna become the laughing stock of YouTube. When you see a girl bloody walking down the street with another guy, or some shit goes down, and then you're gonna wake up one day. You know what I mean? One day. These girls are ruthless, man. So you broke the rules, you have to pay the price for it. I don't tell another man what to do with his emotions or with his life. I only give him advice. You break the rules, you pay. You know what I mean? You know the rules. You know the game. People say you don't put all your business out on YouTube. You want to go and do it? Do it. Pay the price. When you become the laughing stock, you did it. People tell you don't go and fall in love with emotionally attached with a bar girl. When she cleans you out and you end up 3 years' time with no money, you knew what you were doing. We're not talking about kids here, bro. We're talking about adults. And if you do have that much of a problem, you can come and have a consultation for free with the boss. You can say, boss, what do you think about this situation? I'm feeling a bit emotional about this girl. I really like this girl. And the thing is, this is the problem. People will say, I like this girl. That's the big problem. Don't go around liking girls, bro. Don't go to Southeast Asia liking girls, bro. I'm saying, don't go liking people, bro. Keep your head. You think with your head. Stop thinking with your emotions, because liking someone's going to cost you. And I might sound hard, but unfortunately, I lasted 7 years in Thailand, mate, and I didn't get emotionally attached with all this fantasy that's going on there. You know what I mean? Fantasy. Well, he's here. He's there. As I said, as what we just said before, you're there. He's still. What did he say the other day? I'm getting rinsed. But he's there. If you're there, it's good. You stay there, then. If you're there, it works. What we just said earlier. If you stay in Thailand, it works. If you bring it to your country, it works. But you're still going to get rinsed. You didn't hear him say the other day, I'm getting rinsed. So he's still getting rinsed. You're not monetizing your girlfriend. You're going to rinse her. So, don't come to the boss and expect the boss to be, I don't pussyfoot around with sweet talk. I'll just tell you as it is. Because when the bang bang comes, you can't turn around and say, "Boy, you never told me. You should have told me straight." And you can't say that. I know how bad it is out there. It's really bad when you start putting your emotions into these women. You know? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Those YouTube tweets are unforgivable, boss. Boss, have you seen? Of course, I've seen Carlitos, man. I've seen Carlitos, man, 101 times. I haven't seen it lately, though. But I'll watch it again. I've seen it 101 times, bro. I watched that film about 100 times, that film, Carlitos, man. That's too real, bro. That Carlitos was too real, bro. It's too real. That's too real, them streets, bro. Ain't no joke. It's when he said that his last friend turned on him and he said, there's no one left. There's nobody left. There's just nobody left. I could feel that one boy. He said, there's nobody left. There's just nobody left. You know what I'm saying? I could feel that one boy. His last friend turned on him, stabbed him in the back. I feel you in there, boy. There's no one left. My next is trying to refuse to pay more than $5. Yeah, so like I said, if you're going in to have fun, go and have fun, man. Enjoy the time. Yeah, yeah. He won't lose it all, boss. He's not that stupid to lose it all, but you know, yeah, he's gotta start getting. You gotta monetize everything around him. You gotta monetize it. Yeah, YouTube is good, but yeah, we gotta try and come up with something. Monetize everything. Just monetize everything around you, bro. I don't give a damn, man. You gotta start going into monetizing everything. Monetize everything. Monetize your girl. Monetize your phone. Monetize everything. Monetize everything, mate. Real boy. You know, it's deadly out here. You know, there you go. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, look, man. There's 101 bar girls all around Europe, in Philippines, Switzerland, and all these places all around the world in Europe, which was bar girls, and they're living with their husband now in Europe, even in UK and America. So it can work. I'm not saying it can't work, but you got to understand. You got to organize yourself and talk to your lady, talk to her, have an organization. You cannot be back and forth. That's not going to work. Talk to her and make her give her ultimatums to how she's gonna, she's gonna get serious about this thing, or it's not gonna work. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. You leaving her in Thailand and going back to places and starting. It's not gonna work like that. She's gonna be, and if you can put up with that, if you can put up with her sleeping with Tom, Dick, and Harry, and then go back to you, something. I just can't, man. I don't play with my emotions and my feelings like that. About girl gonna sleep with Tom, Dick, and Harry, and then me go back and start feeding her all kind of money. You crazy. You crazy. You're gonna lose your mind. So I'll be careful who I'm gonna put my emotional feelings to. Or if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna have to weigh up the situation and tell her. Actually, just tell her. Just say, look, baby, look, I live in the UK, or I live in America, or I live in Europe, and you live here. Now, look, it's all good. We're here now. We're having fun. We're having romantic times. But if you want to get serious with this thing, we got to get serious. Are you prepared to move to America? She says no, and I'm not prepared to move here. And you got to make an honest decision in your life to leave that woman. You got to leave her. Simple as that. If she's not prepared to do that, and you're not prepared to move to leave her. Oh, I really like her. Well, stop liking people, bro. Well, if you like her, then put up with what happens then. Just accept it. And there's some people who can accept it. There's some men who can say, well, Barry, I don't know, I can accept that if when I leave, she sleeps with Tom, Dick, and Harry. And when I'm there, she's happy with the, I'm happy with that. The whole point is that you got to man up. You can't pussyfoot around. You got to man up. And when it comes to Thai women, you got to be very, very serious. Because you're playing with your life and you're playing with your pocket. It ain't no joke. I've seen it 101 times. It's not even just Thai women, Asian women, Southeast Asian women. And that's not even talking bad about them because I love Thai women. You know what I mean? I love Thai women and I like Thai women. And you know what I mean? But the point is, you as a man, men get the raw end of the stick, mate. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? And we've seen this 101 times. It's not nothing new. You know what I mean? It's not like it's something new. You know? It's not nothing new. Have you ever seen a guy with a Thai wife that less has lasted until death? Oh, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. Of course, it happens all the time. That's organization. That's all. He's got a great pension, and he goes and lives in Thailand, and and she might not. You know, what I mean, and then they live. This happens all the time in Thailand. It happens all the time in the Western world too. It happens all the time. But the point is, it's organization. It's organization. It's never going to be. I've never seen it when she's going back and forth, back and forth, back. I've never seen it back and forth. I've never seen that back and forth. That's the question I've never seen. He's going Thailand for 3 months. He's coming back. Then he's going UK for this time. And then he's going. I've never seen it. They're all going to find a girl. They're going to find someone else. They're going to do this. You know what I mean? There you go. Okay. There you go. So the whole of Southeast Asia is like that, really. It's not just Thailand. Philippines, Thailand, all of the Southeast Asia, Burma, wherever you go, Nepal, wherever you go, it's like that. So, just make sure you be smart about what you're doing. I see some men which are smart about what they're doing with their girl. I think Chocolate Man is doing a good thing with his girl. He's smart about it, and he's monetized his girl. She's got a nail business. She's got a YouTube channel which she does good with. And that's his girl. He probably still takes care of her, but still he's made her make some money. That's a smart way of doing it. So there's a smart way of doing it. You know what I mean? In some ways you got to monetize your woman. In some ways, I don't know why you're gonna do it. Have a YouTube channel and put her on it, get some clout from it. You got to monetize it in some way. If you're just, unless you're some sort of rich guy and you just can afford to just have that, then it's good for you. Good for you. Did you watch any of Kevin Thailand's videos? Would you have gone to his meat nights? Kevin Thailand was good. And, it was sad that he passed away. And, he was good. I didn't go to none of his much. I did watch his videos back in the day. He was good. He was a pioneer. Sad to see what happened. Okay. So to me, it's real. Then, boss, some of them are legit happy in those relationships. We're not talking about being happy or not being happy. Of course, you can find a happy relationship with a tiger. Of course, you can. But I'm just saying you need money. That's all I'm trying to say. It's not that difficult, bro. You need money. It's as simple as that. Now, you can have a happy relationship in the Western world and not have no money. You can. You can. It happens all the time. But in Southeast Asia, it's not going to happen. Just as simple as that. That's all I'm trying to say. I hope you can understand that. You can come to the Western world and you can pick up a 2 or a 3 and she's got a job. And you might be a student and she'll still stay with you. You can have a happy relationship. Some girls are just not all about the money. You can have a decent relationship. She'll stay with you. She might fancy you. You might be nice. You might be sexy. You might be handsome. She might like you, and you can have a decent relationship. In Southeast Asia, it doesn't work like that. Southeast Asia, she needs to take care of her. You need money rolling in. You need cash flow, and of course, relationships work in Thailand all the time. Thailand and in Asia. You know what I mean? These legit relationships happen all the time. Okay. There you go. Okay, there you go. Yeah. So, like I said, everybody's got a pass, and whatever a woman puts up with it. When you go to Thailand, you don't just meet a woman; she's a virgin. Do you? So she's got a pass, and it's whether you can put up with. If you can put up with that, and you can put up, that's up to you. Like I said, I would have a girlfriend in Thailand, but she would be monetized. And she would be. There's so much opportunities for her to make. She could do a bloody cooked, a bloody. She could do a smoothie stall. She could have a pizza joint. You could have something else. She could do a YouTube channel. She could do something else. There's so much opportunities out there. Why are you busting your ass to give all this girl money when you can? Why feel give a person a fish to eat for the day? Teach them how to fish to eat for a lifetime. Thai women are not as clever as people in the Western world. They don't know everything about. They're not initiative. They're sheeps. They're not leaders. They won't go and do it themselves. You've got to be the leader to do it yourself. So teach your girl and talk and make there's a lot of money out there to be made and show her that look, see, you've made the money now yourself. So you don't have to rely on no foreigner to come down. And and if she's smart and she'll see the light one day, and she'll see the light. She'll say, man, I didn't know I could make money. People like Farah and a few other girls, I'm sure they've seen the light. And I didn't know I could make money. I don't even have to go clubbing. I don't have to go meet no guy. I don't have to sleep with no one. And I can just be on a YouTube channel. I can do my nail shop. I can do this. And I've made money and I've got money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But you have to be that. You understand that these girls are still not, even though they got a smartphone, they're still not as, they're not leaders. They're sheeps. So they just follow what their foreigners tell them what to do, or their mama, son, or whoever it is tell them what to do. So you got to guide and protect your girl in the right way. There's nothing wrong with having a girl, Philippines, Thailand. I would have one. You will see me with one, but you'll see me working her. You might see me with one when I go Philippines, but you see me, I'm monetizing her. Just gonna just sit down there and have a girl just being plastered off all my money to her. I'm monetizing her, bro. Monetized, man. So, man, I made my point. I'm out of here, bro. I'm getting out of here. Guys, I did 3 hours into the live stream. We had fun today. It was a good live stream today. Lots of conversations, lots of chats. I managed to get my plane back up in the air, which was good. I went down to 18 in the chat. I can't believe I did that on Saturday. That was a terrible move. But I managed to get my plane back up in the chat. What is it, Tuesday today? It's Monday. Oh, bloody hell. Well, that was good. It's only Monday. I thought it would take me a week to do it. Okay. I got my plane up in the air by one day. I told you by Monday. So let's keep it flowing like this now. Let me get a conversation going up for tomorrow. Keep the plane up in the air. We got a super chat. We got a good conversation in the chat. We had a good 5-point bulletin. So we're on good point. We're on good grounds. Let me get a good conversation going on for tomorrow. I'll put it up in the chat tonight to rev it up, and we'll take it from there. I've done my 3 hours. I'm gonna go and do what I'm gonna do. If it is sunny tomorrow and people do want an outside stream, I might do a nighttime live stream tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. We can do. I've got a little bit of time now. You know what I mean? So we took out for the daytime stream tomorrow. I had fun today. I had a good little fun, and we had a good little. I'm off in 9 days, boss. Okay, good for you, man. Enjoy, man. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your time, man. You know what I mean? Enjoy your time. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had fun today. So, I will see you on the other side of tomorrow. Look out for the stream tomorrow and keep the numbers up. Keep it going. It was a brilliant numbers tonight. Let's keep it up. Keep it going. Barry the Boss is signing off.